There we go. Yeah, I had to watch you. All right, we're golden. All right, so it looks like we've got Eyewater versus, what is this, Flash? Yep. So maybe it was just a best of one. Or they just might be jumping into game 2 of no, actually, no, I think this is it was a TVP the first game, right?
Yeah, TVP.
All right, well then, yeah, we're watching Light versus
It says
Eyewater. All right, so
I wish I knew their names in Korean, but I have to look it up.
Sky High, I think that's his name, if that's what you're referring to.
No, in Korean. I'm reading.
Oh, like their actual name?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good luck
I
with
mean,
that one.
it's Kim versus Lee, but that doesn't tell me anything.
No, and actually, like Koreans' last names are like, um, it's basically like Smiths and stuff like that in America, to where like they have all pretty much like really similar last names.
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 that are like some like 80% of Koreans have.
Yeah, exactly. And a few of the names, like some of the players have like unique last names, and I'm not entirely sure on who's who though.
So he's going for just a barracks expand.
Yeah, it seems like he's going for the quick expansion to more than likely some sort of like double factory quick siege tank defense. He's going to throw it on a bunker to be able to stop the Dragoon range that is more than likely going to happen. Like pretty standard opener.
Yeah, yeah.
Once the game usually makes a drastic turn once the Protoss player decides on the tech, because he could go for more than likely it's always some sort of shuttle play, but whether if it's Reaver or Dark Templar is where things get interesting.
Or, 2 base carriers if you're Stork.
Yeah, or 2 base carrier. I mean, yeah, that's actually a very common thing. Actually, not 2 base carrier so much, but 2 base arbiter is very common as of recent. It seems like Protoss is I don't know if it's just kind of like the meta, but I've seen that happen quite often.
I mean, if the Terran is not ready for it, they just die. They take their 3rd base. Oh wait, there's a recall of a huge army inside your main. Oh, you're dead.
Yeah, yeah, and it seems like Banana Bread says that I'm a little loud. Maybe you want to turn down my volume a bit.
Oh. Good.
But I mean, for Terran, God, it's so difficult for Terrans to deal with Protoss, because due to the recall, just so many things can go wrong from them, because not only do they have to have the turret defense, they have to have the science vessel defense to throw down an EMP, and if that fails, because even if you EMP them, sometimes Arbiter can still throw down the recall, and then you have to have the Spider Mine defense, and then when you do that, it can sometimes work, and then other times it just blows everything up, including your units, and like there's still some remaining Protoss units that you got to deal with, and just complete shenanigans. But it seems like it looks like we got shuttled with some pretty aggressive Dragoon micro going down right now. Light was able to pull off some extra SCVs to finish up the repair on the bunker, even though Shuttle was able to kill off a few of the repairing SCVs. So cute little play right there, only taking shield damage on the Dragoons, not losing too much health on the actual base health of the Dragoons. So he's going to be able to let that recharge and just continuously throw down some aggression with these Dragoons. And at the same time, he's going to be throwing down a robotics bay for seems like Reaver strategy. So yeah, we're going to be seeing some Reaver play from the shuttle from shuttle.
And then you see the siege tank has sieged up, so the dragoons will hit for a little bit, just take some shield damage, and then run away. So they'll start dying.
Yeah, I mean, really interesting placement for that siege tank. Actually, I really like that.
You don't want like your tank to get wrecked, so that's good.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. Losing tanks, from what I heard from Terrans, is a bad thing. But I
See,
mean, what do I know?
I'm a
I'm just
Zerg
a
player,
Zerg.
so I don't have
Yeah,
units that you can actually lose and like care about. It's like,
yeah. Well,
oh, I
lurkers,
lost to defile. I'll
defilers.
make like 3 more. Who cares?
Amen to that.
Losing Reaver sucks. No, so he has to be very careful. If what Terrans do a lot is they'll float the eBay over a turret so you don't see it.
Yeah, and actually, I read something on the forum about that specifically. If you smash a stop on the turret will kind of like reset, and then we'll be able to attack the observer. But at the same time, it's one of those things where like Terran's main focus isn't looking at their turret. Like it's just one of those like very subtle things. Oh, we got a little bit of shuttle play coming
So he
in.
actually made Goliaths to counter the drop play. I see
Yeah, I'm not.
Terrans
Go ahead.
make turrets against drops, but there's a problem where you just drop the Reaver and kill the turret, and then you pick it up and you fly in. So I guess Goliaths are a little bit more. They hit back, and of course they can chase the shuttle, so they don't just stand there.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I'm not entirely sure. One of the downfalls about just kind of doing this type of casting is we don't really have the control of the observer. Not saying they're bad observers, but those things of trying to see the scan. Maybe he was able to get the scan off to see that he was opting for that Reaver type play, or just kind
He
of.
actually went with his SCV and saw it.
Oh, that's huge then. Then in that case, yeah, Goliath is definitely the better choice because if he scouted it out and seen DTs, more than likely he would have thrown down the turret just for that extra detection and keeping those scans alive until need be. But that's not the case.
Yeah, so actually I'm surprised he was able to sneak out in his CV against all those dragoons hitting the bunker. So I guess he like hid it somewhere. I didn't quite catch how he got that in.
Ninja. But to everyone who is just now tuning in, this is IOPG and Ermon casting the SBB Starleague event. Got some strong players, Light versus Shuttle, or Eyewater, and Flash versus
ever.
Sky High. What,
Best name ever. He doesn't know it's the best name ever, but it is.
Hello. All right, but we got the double reavers up in that shuttle, man. Yeah, it's probably the most expensive shuttle you could have right now. It's like the Rolls Royce of shuttles. Oh, we got a dropship with the one vulture. Yeah, it's literally just one vulture. Oh, okay, no, he dropped off a couple of extra vultures and it's going to the fourth. And double reaver to counter one vulture, pretty standard. And all the probes from the main of shuttle are evacuated to the natural, so
This
maybe
one
a little
vulture
bit
has more
too
kills than the
cautious.
Reaver does.
Does it? How many kills did it get?
Is that 2?
Oh,
The Reaver has 1, as you saw.
Oh man, yeah. Man, this the drop ship is dead. All right, so no
there's
more
only one
drop
vulture
ship
in there.
shenanigans. Yeah, right.
It's not like a 2-tank dropship.
Yeah, and
So getting upgrades. Is he getting 1-1 at the same time? No, he's getting 2-1. Yeah, 2-1.
yeah, 2-1. I mean,
Flash style build.
as soon as he got the Goliaths, I'm pretty sure he started the upgrades as well. Oh, the double reavers dropping a couple vulture shots going down. Able to clean up a spider mine. Vultures are going to run back and just kind of get that map control, which is so beautiful for Terrans. Until the Dragoon Observer Wombo combo comes out and just cleans up.
Well, you're gonna have this scary, timing push from the Terran when he has all these tanks 2-1.
Yeah, it's typically around like the 160 mark. Is from what I'm used to seeing from like pro Terrans. Oh my God! Oh, really nice round by the vultures and the spider mines go down. Oh,
I'm surprised not all of those Dragoons just died. He moved them back just in time, so he only gets hit by one mine.
Yeah, I know, but that surround was beautiful. Dreams are made of those right there. Able to get off the observer, definitely a plus for the Terran. Just makes reassurance for those spider mines to last just a little bit longer. Maybe able to catch a few units if possible. We got ourselves a. Spider mines are oh so nice. They do so much damage to unsuspecting units. And it seems like we got a little bit of motion going out from the Dragoon army, just kind of clearing up the map.
They might be actually stronger if they didn't pop up, if they just exploded once you walked over them, because a lot of times they'll pop up and get shot down.
Yeah. Hey man, there's got to be a counter.
I mean, the counter to most StarCraft units is the StarCraft units AI is too bad. So
yeah, like you just moving them and they counter themselves.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Huge splash going down, able to knock off both siege tanks, and these Dragoons are actually going to be able to get a lot of damage off these vultures. The vultures surprisingly don't do too much damage. The shell gets knocked out, and the reavers are stranded alone. But huge splash damage from coming out of the scarabs, knocking out all the vultures. Not the greatest trade, but a good trade regardless. Dwindling down the siege tanks is always beneficial, especially since the Terran player is playing very defensive. And killing off so many of those vultures just helps out so much with the map control on the Protoss' behalf. So some bloodshed going down.
Well, I mean, Protoss always is ahead on bases from the Terran, so you want to trade a lot.
Yeah, of course. I mean, any trade in Protoss's favor. But oh my God, that Reaver is still alive.
Yeah.
Just crawling away with its little mouth claw. Oh man, and it seems like Dropship coming down with 2 vultures and a wooden siege tank, but it seems like Shuttle with the quick response was able to kill it off. Definitely nice. So many units for the Protoss army. He's basically just taking Artosis' advice and taking that advantage and just getting more of an economic advantage to the point where he's just going to have so many gateways that even if he throws away his army, he's going to be able to respawn it or resupply it in like seconds.
Yeah, I mean, so what he probably wants to do is to also split up his gateways, so if his main gets sieged, he wants to start thinking about making a second group of gateways on the bottom right side of the map.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like Protoss is, I mean, it's just insane the late game on like just the gateway count. I mean, I've recalled watching some pro replays of Protoss is like completely taking like the top portion of a Heartbreak Ridge, and it's just like a line of gateways, and it's just like, oh my God, how do you deal with that? Because typically Terrans will get in the late game around like 7 factory with machine shops for siege tank production, and then like 4 or 5 more just for like vulture production or something like that. Oh, a huge storm coming down on the vultures. Seems like we got engagement. These Zealots kind of coming in single file and not being able to do much, but just to the tight area, it doesn't really matter. He's able to squeeze in and take up a few of these siege tanks. Huge storms going down on the siege tanks as well.
Interesting thing is that defensive matrix does protect from storm as well. But
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
that's why that tank was there alive forever. So.
Okay, that
but
makes
the Protoss
sense.
army is still streaming in a lot of Protoss.
Yeah, a lot of Protoss, and I mean, questionable engagement really. I mean, it kind of goes with the whole trading the army, kind of just constantly dwindling down. The Terran army is beneficial, but I mean, in this point, like, to what extent was it like? Was that engagement worth it?
He killed some SCVs, some tanks. I don't know. It's
Yeah, it's really
pretty
hard. I wish you
annoying.
could see both supplies right now. Okay, it's like 120 supply for the Terran to like 150 for the Protoss. So, I guess it was worthwhile as long as it pretty much keeps the Terran at bay, so the Protoss can just mass expand, as you can tell by the mini map. If the Protoss just completely taking the bottom half, if he just keeps buying himself time, it's just gonna. I feel like it's gonna work out for Protoss in the end.
I mean, like, just with the Terran, it's either you're pushing the Protoss all day, and then the Protoss kind of playing refugee toss strategy, where you just, oh, you killed one base, well, I have like 10 more, and then you just run out of time killing him, or like you try to starve him out and just kind of cut the map in half. So I want to see how. Ooh, storm drop.
Oh, the High Templars go down and Storm goes down, but he was able to retreat those SUVs relatively quick.
Yeah, those quick reaction time. It's so important. Like, oh, that Reaver's still alive. So there you go. The engagement was good. He kept that Reaver alive.
Yeah, and just delaying because as of right now, the Protoss has definitely got a significant amount of bases. So I feel like he's just trying to buy himself time now to tech into Arbiter or Carrier or whatever the heck he decides to choose because Protoss has so many different options.
Why not both?
Why not both?
Invisible carriers. What I'm talking about. Wow, that's a lot of gates. There's a whole screen of gates. He needs two screen hotkeys just to move over to the next set of gates.
I think we found the Protoss's new homeworld. It's Circuit Breaker.
Man, that actually would. Oh, he's going arbiters. That actually would work as a Yo Mama joke. Your mama's so fat that she needs two screen hotkeys.
You, sir, are a nerd.
Hey, at least I didn't make a Yo Mama ship joke.
Oh man, but it seems like those vultures going in there. He's sacrificing all these vultures just to attack a Nexus. It seems kind of silly. He's going to lose all those. Definitely could have been beneficial to keep those with the siege tank army because it seems like Shuttle's going to be pushing into the third of light as of right now. Zealot's going in forward, taking a lot of splash from the siege tank. A huge storm on 5 siege tanks to the side. The Zealot's able to connect to the vultures. No spider mines to really alleviate of all that Zealot pressure. And it seems like Eyewater is going to be able to take out a good amount of army, but Light had enough tanks in the back to just kind of push it back. So I feel like that was a good trade for Light.
Yeah, see, like those vultures, they didn't have mines, so probably that's why they were
Exactly.
sacrificed. But now, you know, he lost some tanks because he didn't have that buffer. He didn't have anything to tank for the tanks.
Oh, English language.
Well, I mean, the word tank just means, like, you know, something that's like a container for something. Because it was like a code word.
Oh.
So they wouldn't suspect that it's like a war machine. They just suspect, oh, they're like carrying water in it.
Look at you
Like
with
a
your
water
history.
tank. That's why they called it a tank.
Look at that, everyone. Not only did you join in for StarCraft, but you got a history lesson as well. Thank you, IOPG. All right, but it seems like Light is getting a significant amount of siege tanks, and that's more likely we're going to be seeing a push. And yep, here it comes. The siege tank army is en route to the Protoss's base. So right now, the Protoss he doesn't have any arbiters out. He's got a couple drop ships, or correction, shuttles to be able to drop some zealots onto the siege tanks. But I mean, once that Terran establishes some sort of dominance within close to the Protoss, it's just going to be really difficult. And at the same time, he's expanding to the 9 o'clock position on the map.
He lost 2 Templars and the and
Oh,
the
EMP
Arbiter
goes down in the
EMP.
Arbiter. Oh my god, that's huge.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah. It's
It's
oh
like,
my
oh,
god.
you remember that unit that costs 1,000,000 gas? Well, it's useless now. I'm just gonna scan and have science vessels, and now it's just gonna be basically a scout that doesn't even do as much DPS as a scout.
Yeah, right. Oh, scouts, the ultimate troll unit. All right, so it seems like Light is going to be traveling through the corridor to get to the third mineral-only expansion of Eyewater, but it seems like the engagement's going down. The vultures are out of position. The siege tanks are like all clumped up. Huge storms going down, taking out a giant amount of siege tanks, and oh my god, it's just freaking storms. Vultures not with the spider mines in the front to alleviate all the zealot pressure, but he's still able to maintain some sort of a presence due to the higher ground. Dragoons not being able to get full damage. Man, Light's army is definitely dwindled down significantly, and kind of a tough spot for both. I mean, right now it's basically if one makes a bad decision, it's going to be huge consequences. Because if Light loses his army right now, he's going to lose that fifth expansion to the 9 o'clock, and if Eyewater loses his army, then it's pretty much like 2 bases, easy peasy.
Yeah, this base is particularly hard to defend on Circuit Breaker because of that up ramp.
Alright, we got another engagement. Oh my god, Eyewater Storms are just phenomenal. It's just been hitting every type of clumped up siege tank group and just doing so much damage. With these vultures are going to be able to clean up a good amount of dragoons and zealots, but losing pretty much all the siege tanks on the higher ground, and that basically cleans up the rest of the Terran army. Protoss is going to be able to clean up whatever is left. I mean, 2 siege tanks and a whole bunch of vultures. It's not going to be the greatest, but seems like there's going to be a multi-pronged attack over at the 3 o'clock position on the map as well, taking out the Protoss's Nexuses. So now he's only on about 5-6 base, but probably only 4 operational as of now.
Yeah, it's definitely big that he got more tanks everywhere, because, you know, if you just keep all of your units together, then you're never going to kill the Protoss bases faster than they're making them. So you have to split them up and make Protoss actually fight you in different places.
Oh man, what is happening, Eyewater? It's like he missed a microcycle or a macro cycle because his units seem relatively short right now. But it seems like he's pushing in those arbiters, putting in a significant amount of assistance. A scan going down, but a little too late. And it seems like with that stasis, he's going to be able to clean up pretty much the rest of the Terran army.
So the push is defeated, but at what cost? He lost 2 bases while... and there's more reinforcements too. It's not looking good for the Protoss.
You gotta definitely admire Light's rallying. It's just like a constant flow. Even though he's losing a significant amount of siege tanks, he's able to reinforce it just like pretty much on the spot.
So he's trying to cut the units off with his dragoons, but so the reinforcements are somewhat cut off, but the tanks are still there, kind of holding the high ground.
Yeah, really good pincer technique by Eyewater coming down right now. Like you said, able to cut off the reinforcing units, but it seems like he's getting a little bit careless, killing off a lot of vultures right there. But it seems like the siege tanks are going to be able to provide a significant amount of buffer to kill off, or if not damage, majority of those dragoons who have to retreat a little bit. Eyewater was able to reestablish the 3 o'clock position on the map, but loses the 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock base, and it seems like he's only on 4 4 operational bases as of right now, but it seems like Light is opting to just completely take out the infrastructure of Eyewater by engaging and trying to set some sort of footing at the what was main
By
of
the way, the
Eyewater.
Korean in the stream, that's not Hermon. that's part of the original stream. I'm just restreaming it. People were a little bit confused because they thought that you're the person in the video.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Koget. Funny man. All right, seems like Eyewater's going to be trying to reestablish the 6 o'clock position on the map. And no carriers as of yet. It seems like he's just going to go for the mass gateway arbiter type play style. I feel like carriers more beneficial and lower resource map
Well,
due to the fact
this map
that
doesn't
carriers are
have
pretty cost efficient.
the edges to kind of micro the carriers on. It's too open, so
Yeah,
people generally don't go carriers on circuit breakers.
yeah, they can't really abuse the cliff advantage.
You can only do it for like the side bases there, but the other bases, like in the middle, they're pretty easy to defend with Goliaths against carriers.
Yeah, and especially with the Goliath range upgrade, their range is damn near infinite.
Yeah, kind of like everything that's Terran.
Yeah, right. I mean, back in the day, they had to patch it, but if siege tanks could literally shoot across the map as long as they had vision. Oh, huge storms going down again. Defensive matrix trying to go down, but siege tank still dies in the process. The vultures are finally up into the front, and the Protoss army is just melting completely. He's trying to take out the 9 o'clock position on the map, but literally there's like no units at all for the Protoss to really do any damage. He's going to be able to maybe cause the CC to lift, but just completely loses everything. And I'm pretty sure after this engagement, Light is just going to go straight into the main and try to take out all the gateways that Eyewater's got. I mean, look at the confidence. He just drilled the SCVs right back to the 9 o'clock position. Not even caring. Oh my god, so many units just glitching out on the ramp too. Oh man. Losing the science vessel. That is actually a pretty big loss right there. I mean, considering how little units he had right there. Nice pickoff by Eyewater, just kind of utilizing it. It seems like Light's going to be taking the top right corner of the map, gaining some more expansions. He's seems to be only on about 3 operational bases, which is sufficient for the Terran army. As long as they're on some sort of like 1 base, 2 base economy, it's always good.
I mean, like, so you don't want the map to be cut in half like it's being right now as a Protoss, because then you're just gonna run out of money faster than the Terran, because the Terran army is better than your army.
Well, of course, Terran armies are always better than every army. Nothing's as efficient as Terran.
So it's up to the Protoss to take maybe some of the Terran bases out if he can, but I'm not sure. It's looking pretty bad.
Yeah, Light definitely played this map out really well. Not being like, he had his moments after Eyewater put on some aggression to where he counteracted and took out some bases, but overall he's doing really well.
So this is the important engagement, because it did not go that well. I mean, he can take out the CC, but then that's not the most important part. The important part that he does not have map control. As Protoss, you want to have that map control.
Yeah, and with the Protoss army completely cut in half as of right now, with some at the 9 o'clock and some at the main retreating, it seems like the Terran army is just going to be able to just trifle through and pretty much take out this entire base, because the Protoss has got no type of response to it. All the arbiters are not there, and if there's one there, but it might be just out of energy.
Probably got an impede or something.
Oh my god, there's so many gateways in Eyewater's base that the Dragoons don't even have air to room to breathe.
Yeah. It's kind of like actually cucking him right now because his units cannot path around the gateways.
Not only do units counter you, but structures counter you as well. But
Yeah.
seems like we got a shuttle dropping a few zealots up into the top right corner, and it seems like Eyewater is just like, oh my god, I'm praying to do some sort of damage or distract you because you're you're killing my main.
Yeah, but he doesn't care that much for the main anymore because he has the gateways in the bottom right, and if he can trade well and deny the Terran mining, then suddenly he has mining base, Terran doesn't, and it doesn't matter that you don't have half of your gateways if the Terran has no money. But I don't think that's gonna work out as he planned because his stuff is gonna just get cleaned up right now.
김윤중 선수가 자원이 말라버렸어요 지금.
And actually, like you just said, it seems like Light is going to be pulling back and going to attack the bottom right corner of the Protoss's base as well. Probably just like, all right, I did a significant amount of damage at your main that I just might as well just go take out all your resources and also EMP on those high Templars to reduce the storm. But a couple storms coming out, taking out a significant amount of siege tanks, but it just seems like Light's siege tank count is just so high that he doesn't even care right now. He's just going to be able to push easy peasy.
I don't see how Protoss can turn this game around at this point.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't have any tech as of right now. No arbiters have provided any assistance or dropships or correction shuttles to drop some zealots onto the siege tank. So yeah, Eyewater's in a very tight position as of right now, and we might be going into game 3. And for those who are just now tuning in, Eyewater won the last match. So. Ooh, big stasis going down on a few of those siege tanks. It seems like the Protoss army is going in for its last push, and he was unable to clean it up. A couple reinforcing zealots, but they're just going to be dying en route, and just only like 2 or 3 able to actually connect with any of the siege tanks. Protoss is completely relying on just spawning units as of right now. He's got nothing left in the reserves.
And he GG's out.
Oh, and GG. Yep. All right. That was. Damn, that was an intense game. I mean, that was really back and forth. Sometimes I thought the Terran was definitely going to lose just due to the pressure that was going in on the 3rd and the 4th. But Light really showing his strength and SimCity able to make those Protoss units come in single file and doing a significant amount of damage. So Light really flexing his muscles right there, man. Yeah, 60-minute stasis. I don't even know like the exact number for stasis, but all I know is if my units get stasis, it's just like I'm considering them dead because
but
they're
it's
not
worse
be
because they still take up supply. So you get a bunch of stuff stasis, and you're like, oh well, I can't make more units.
Yeah, right. I'm not entirely sure if Shuttles and White are anymore. I mean, trying to keep track of their names is so difficult in my opinion. But I mean, I don't think they're going to be displaying their clan tags. But maybe. I mean, you probably know more than I do on the whole team thing. All I know is I've seen the clan Moo as of recent, and it just makes me laugh because all I can think of is a cow. Alright, what map is this? Is this match point?
No, it's probably. Well, maybe, I don't know.
It can't be Circuit Breaker. I'm gonna say it's match point just because you see the borders on the top portion of the minimap. Everyone in the chat, what map do you think this is? I mean, more than likely we could just check the facts out.
제가 이 리그 하면서 불면증 걸렸어요.
네네.
잠을 못 자겠어요. 내일 경기 결과가 어떻게 될까 하면서 지금 3일 동안 농담 아니라 불 하나도 안 보태고 진짜 7시간밖에 못 잤거든요.
I'm actually really bad at telling things by how they look. Like whenever I spawn, I half of the time just think I'm spawning the other location, and then I try to scout and I'm like, whoa, I'm actually in bottom left.
거의 진행형이에요.
All right, that's interesting. Oh, I think it's benzene, or yeah, benzene. I
Yeah,
think that's how
benzene.
it's pronounced. Benzene, whatever. I know that's a chemical or an element, compound. I'm not sure.
Gasoline.
It's gasoline. Ooh, Gasolina. You familiar with the song? Nope. All right.
I'm familiar with the song. Are you familiar with the song Benzin?
No.
It's a Rammstein song.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I used to listen to a lot of Rammstein.
Rammstein. I've only know that they have a very interesting band. I don't think it's safe for me to say it on Twitch. Anyways, top right-hand corners, spawning on Benzene, we've got Light on the bottom left-hand corner. We have Eyewater, currently 1-1 on the SBB Starleague, and some intense games going down as of so far.
What's with the building placement there?
For Light?
Oh, cause yeah, okay. So he's putting the supply depot next to the barracks, so he can put the marine in between the barracks and supply depot in case there's a zealot coming out.
Yeah, typically that's what you want to do as Terran. Just you never know if the Protoss is doing some sort of stupid cheesy shenanigans, especially since what everyone's seen so far on the ASL. This map has been nothing but cheese.
Yeah, usually people proxy in the middle with one gate and just make some zealots and then dragoons out of it later.
Yeah, exactly, and just dirty. And I still can't believe I can't think of the Terran who did it, but Goomchi or whatever his name is tried doing that proxy, and the Terran just built some vultures and went into the main and dropped the spider mines at the robotics facility, and out comes the Reaver and just kaboom, dead. Oh my god, it made me so happy. I just love seeing Protoss dying. Sorry to all the Protosses that are currently watching, but I hate you.
I don't know who I hate more, Protoss or Terran.
I mean, I like Terran, but I hate Mech Terran. And to all those who don't know, I'm a Zerg player, so yeah. Hate me all you want, I don't care. But Protoss, man, every race has got their, quirks of, being strong at certain places and weak in certain places. But that's what makes the game interesting. So anyways, it seems like we've got ourselves the bunker going down. I'm wondering if the barracks is going to be lifted and put down in front to cause a little bit of a tighter SimCity going on. But the Protoss is going to be expanding, and a pylon is built up right in the 12 o'clock position, right next to the Terran base. So we might be seeing some sort of robotics
facility, or what is it called? Yes.
All right, you're gonna go with that. Ah, okay, he already placed. I was gonna say my money's on Stargate Scout.
Stove, the stove.
But so yeah, we seem to have some not too early of cheese, but still some sort of shenanigans going down on Benzene. Can we not just see a standard game? I guess not.
Well, we saw a standard game last time, so he's trying to change it up a little bit.
Yeah, the finals is a best of 5, and the next couple matches will be best of 3s. And to all those who are not aware of who's playing next, we got ourselves a TVT, but the meat and potatoes of that TVT is it's going to be Flash versus Sky High. Not entirely too sure who Sky High is. I'm pretty sure he's an old StarCraft player, but I mean, everyone loves Flash. I mean, it's God, so enjoy it.
And he
Oh, the
found it.
scout goes up. Oh my God, the game sense is real. He's like, oh man, I just know you're not playing the standard game. And he gets the scout off, and now he's just going to be able to completely just do whatever. I wonder if no, okay, no, Eyewater was able to realize that the SCV got the scout off, and he's got a Dragoon chasing it down right now. But he's still committing. He's already it's already built. It's too late to just didn't forget about this type of tech, so he's still going to commit to it. The shuttle's produced, and the Reaver is almost completely done. Oh, disregard. It's only a quarter way manufactured. What do you think the response is?
Well, you don't want to lose your Reaver and Shuttle, but like the Wraith is annoying, so you're still gonna use them. But if you see that Wraith, I mean, he might get the shells, but he didn't get the shell speed. Ooh, kind of scary if you don't have shuttle speed against the Wraith.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if you actually want to even go in, or if you just want to like join your army with the Reaver and just kind of chill. Because you know, if you just fly into the base, you're probably gonna get wrecked.
Nice floating barracks right there, able to get some map vision. Oh, the Wraith comes in, able to get a couple shots off on the shuttle. The shuttle's going to have to unload all its units and possibly retreat back. And oh my God, he was unable to. Eyewater was unable to kill the Wraith before killing the shuttle. So now those Reaver's kind of in a tight position, but 6 kills on the Reaver. So yeah, that's at least something.
Hey, got killed by the tanks, unfortunately.
Okay, well, that happened.
And the CC got cancelled. he got maybe even died the second time.
Yeah, that's I'm not entirely sure what happened. It was really close to call. Maybe it was killed off, maybe not. But Eyewater trying to push in did a little bit of damage. I mean, canceling the CC and everything is definitely beneficial.
Yeah.
But it seems like Eyewater's going to be taking the mineral-only base for his third, and it seems like he's turning this game into the more of a macro.
Yeah, so now it just transitions to normal game, but I have a Robo randomly in the middle of the map, which will probably get taken out whenever Terran feels like running some vultures in there and killing the pylon. But he doesn't have any vultures because he has the Goliaths in case more Reaver shenanigans come out.
Shenanigans!
So the Terran is actually just still stuck on 2 bases, and I mean he's remaking that third command center, and he's gonna try to do the same thing he did last game and establish himself, you know, third and a fourth. But on this map, it's a little bit more difficult because the third and fourth bases are a little bit further away. So, and they don't have like tight ramps. They have multiple entrances to them, or they're like the mineral only is pretty flat, so it's maybe more difficult until you have a decent amount of tanks.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, siege tanks cost a lot of resources, and with the third being a mineral only, trying to take that far expansion is rather difficult because the 12 o'clock position is a nice place, but the distance is definitely a factor, and like you said, with the bottom right base, multiple entrances, and just the length, it's harder for the Terran army to reinforce. And oh my God, the Sim City! I've never seen anything like this. Using the engineering bay and barracks to provide some sort of fodder for the siege tanks to be able to get a little bit of defense.
Yeah, I was wondering how he's gonna get down there to establish his base, and apparently that's the way to go.
Man, this is ingenuity at its finest, everyone. Definitely love how it breaks up the monotony of fighting
Double
Spear.
shuttle.
Just kind of seeing all this. Oh, double shuttle going down. The Zealots getting some FaceTime with the Siege tank. Reaver drop. Scarab goes off, only able to snipe off once some SCVs are pulled to kind of get in the way and slow the Dragoons down a little bit. Wraith coming out, sniping out the shuttle, but the shuttle drops the Reaver in time, and Scarab goes off and gets a couple of SCVs. Nice pickup, but it seems like the pressure of the Protoss is going to stop. Dragoons are pretty low, and it seems like the Terran's going to be able to take the third, only losing, I'd say he lost actually a pretty good amount of units in the mix.
And the thing is, the tanks, they don't cost that many resources, but their build time is insane. It's 50 seconds compared to a Dragoon's 32, so you can almost trade 2 Dragoons for a tank and feel good about it. I mean, I'm sure most Protosses would feel good about that kind of a trade. Even though, you know, Dragoons are going to be more expensive and take slightly longer to build, gateways are mineral-only structures, while factories cost 100 gas. So the build time is very key, which is why it's hard to get your tank number up, because you still need to use those factories to produce vultures to tank.
바로 사비로 털어서 드립니다.
제 통장에서 바로 나가는 거예요. 이것 때문에 지금 거의 한 2-3달은 라면만 먹을 각오로 이 사비
And then
lazy probes.
Well, you saw that the vulture is behind the minerals, so it's it has to be cleaned up. It's a feature of this map to make it as annoying as possible to actually, you know, path around to places and defend your minerals. And
yeah, definitely a unique concept on the map to have the pathway behind the mineral lines, and just, you know, it allows for more shenanigans. Oh, huge drop going down, losing quite a bit of SCVs right there.
Zealot bombing the SCVs, and then once the tanks unsieged, he dropped the Reaver.
Oh, the Scarab. I swear, every time I see a Scarab go off, I just like, I don't know what to do. I just kind of clench up. I'm like, what's going to happen? It's going to hit? It's going to hit?
Well, see, it's kind of this kind of map design doesn't favor Reavers because they cannot shoot downhill. They have to actually path through terrain. So
always interesting. Woo! Alright, never mind. Spider-Mine's almost damaging a little bit of the Dragoons, but Dragoons just so smart. Dragoons are like, we've already died once, man. We don't want to die again.
I don't know, man. You'll have Dragoons with an observer going through a minefield, and they'll still get somehow blown up.
Yeah, right. So I got a quick question. If a Zealot dies, it's transformed into a Dragoon. If a Dragoon dies, is that just like the end? Is it like, all right, dude, we gave you 2 chances, now you're just dead? Or do they give him like a 3rd and 4th?
Good question.
I don't know, man. I gotta go ask the designers. I
When a
need
Marine
answers.
dies, that's just the end. It's not fair.
Yeah. Just like Zerg units, you know, we don't get the pleasures of respawning, but it seems like there's some shenanigans going into the main of Light. The observers that are looking at. Oh my god! It's a lot of Zealots. There must have been an Arbiter. I don't see it. Okay, I see the units cloaked, and it seems like it's going to be a base trade going down right now.
Base
a lot of
trade
damage.
favors Protoss, so I love the recall. You know, when he tried to fight with directly with Stasis, it didn't work out well for him. So now he's going for the base race, and I think this is gonna be it's gonna go much better for him, because if he can shut down the factories, there's only one place on the map that has factories, and this is it. So if
it doesn't seem. Yeah, I mean, he did a lot of damage in the main, taking out supply depots and stuff like that, but he was unable to completely take out the infrastructure of the Terran. I mean, a couple Zealots remaining. But it seems like the pressure that the Terran has at the third of Protoss is going to be able to do a significant amount of damage, trying to build some turrets to get that extra vision. Scan goes down really late. Zealot's already out in the siege tanks, and it seems like he's actually going to be able to clean up the Terran army. So it's really interesting spot. If these siege tanks are able to take out the top left base, the fourth of Eyewater, it's definitely going to kind of reset the economic advantage that Protoss has. And oh my god, Light was able to maintain all at least a couple units at the third, and it seems like he's going to be able to put on some more pressure.
Yeah, this is annoying because, you know, I think this attack is going to get beaten back, but, you know, the Terran will be like, okay, now I'm just going to go back and macro on my 3 bases and make more stuff and possibly win later. But if, you know, if Protoss made any mistakes, then he would just be dead. Just all the units just die and lose 3rd and 4th and just be on 2 base against the Terran. Game's over.
Yeah, Vulture's taking out cannons, which is always interesting to see. Anytime a Vulture takes out anything, it's always fun. It seems like the 5th it was taken out by a couple siege tanks, so definitely good for the Terran, and it seems like he's going to be taking out the, or at least attempting to put on some pressure at the top left-hand corner of the map. EMP going down on the Arbiter, but it seems like a Stasis is still able to go off, but only Zealots to be able to provide any type of defense, so this Vulture's going to be able to clean it up easy peasy. And this base looks like it's pretty much doomed.
Well, the Dragoons are coming in to kill the tanks. Now, if the Vultures focus fire the Nexus, it will die in like 10 to 15 minutes.
Good point. But it seems like the Protoss is able to clean it up. I guess he had a bigger Dragoon count than I thought. But at the same time, some Vultures coming into the third and going to try to pop off some of these probes and throw down Spider Mines in the time being. And Light's going to be taking the bottom right corner, so he's going to be on 4 base. I'm pretty sure it's only once that bottom right base gets up and running, he's going to be on a 3 base economy, which is fine. But what's really significant about that is he's going to be getting some more gas. Due to the fact that the third is on mineral only, that's why you see so many Vultures as of right now, just because he's only got such a small amount of gas coming in.
He needs more shuttles because, you know, there are not that many Goliaths out. I don't see any right now. I think he lost them all. So shuttles are really nice against tanks with no support. I'm not sure if the terrain there is buildable. He can build turrets. There, yeah, he's building turrets, so that location is pretty annoying if Terran is holding it, so
Yeah, due to the ramps.
Let him do that.
Oh, Vulture's coming in, going to snipe out that only cannon. And it seems like Eyewater's just going to be like, screw it. I'm going to try to take out some sort of bases because I can't just let you keep on attacking me without any pressure applied.
No, Zealots, no! No!
Zealots, no! Jesus Christ. Taking significant amount of damage. Didn't have to do it. He could have just sacrificed 1. But it seems like you said, the Terran is able to get into that location, and it's definitely going to be very beneficial because there's no way for the Protoss army to get a good surround and take out that siege tank, Spider Mine Vulture combination. And with the turrets, he's going to be able to provide some sort of detection.
If he remembers that he sent that Arbiter there. Oh, maybe he's regrouping or something. Oh, there he goes.
How funny would it be if you did forget about that Arbiter?
Happens a lot, actually. Like, you'll watch a game and then there's an Arbiter just chilling in a base for like a minute.
Just chilling, like, hey, what's up, guys? Oh, it seems like that mineral only base is almost completely mined out as well. So.
아 정신 차려야 돼요. 지금 이건
okay.
해야 돼요.
스타
the-
원에는
I'm
정책
not sure
병칙이
why
없잖아요.
그렇죠.
it's
네네.
backed around that way.
자, 이런 거는
But-
살짝 실수가 좀 나왔습니다.
It seems like the Protoss is being very indecisive right now, kind of just running back and forth in the middle of the map, just like, should I attack? Should I defend? Should I attack? I don't know. And the Terran just going to be like, I'm going to kill out your fourth, and more than likely just retreat to provide some assistance back at home.
This map seems like
네, 병력 많이
it's
왔어요.
really hard for the Protoss to have enough bases to do the same kind of macro style plays because, you know, like how many bases can you really take here in this kind of a position? Even if you do have that fourth, you know, you're expanding so close to the Terran each next base that you take.
Exactly, and that's what I always feel like makes these games unique because it's not so much macro based. I mean, yeah, macro is definitely an important concept, but at some point you have to have some sort of strategy to go in place. You can't just rely on defending because the opponent can use that against you and just kind of hold you in and take those few remaining bases.
So
So,
neither of these guys are mining right now.
Yeah, it's a very went from a decent economy game to a very low eco, just like that.
Went to a distance mining game.
Yeah, always interesting. Those vultures, if they get a taste of those transferring probes, they're gonna eat it up. Ooh, 3 arbiters. There's the probes that we were just talking about. Dragoon's able to clean up all the spider mines, but it seems like they're taking the both kind of far distance base. In this position as of right now, just due to how the map is laid out with just units, definitely that's probably the most beneficial base to take right now. Oh, the Vulture's able to get a couple of the probes.
So probably the key for the Protoss is to shut down the Terran's mining because he's only mining from that one command center at the top.
I mean, same goes for the Protoss too. They're basically both on one base economy.
Yeah, but it's a long way for the Terran
Oh,
to do
the
this.
engagement's going in. Arbiters throwing down some stasis. Zealots are kind of far back behind, but Dragoons are able to get into the mix, and pretty much the entire army of the Terran
So
is
much
stasis right now.
stasis. That's like 4 stasises right there,
Oh
including
my
a
God.
self-stasis. Although I think you can't stasis your own arbiter, but you can stasis the other arbiter or something like that.
Yeah, and this base is definitely looking pretty much dead. All these transferring SCVs are going to get caught up in the mix, and he's I mean, as right now for one base economy, he's definitely got a good enough to resaturate that base if he can reestablish that CC. But it seems like the siege tanks are going to get unstasis, and due to the high amount of units that were stasis, when they became unstasis, it completely caught off the Protoss army off guard and just completely kills off everything.
Oof. It looked so good when he stasis all those things, but then now it looks so bad.
Yeah, right. I mean, what was once definitely good is now just completely just like
It's like,
threw up on the Protoss's face, I guess.
but during all of that, he did mine while the Terran's mining got shut down, and now the Arbiters will actually just kill everything with their 10 damage. That's
Yeah,
what's
this
gonna
is aggravating to watch these arbiters do damage right now, and it's like the Terran's like, what do I do? This is stupid.
He's gonna have like 3 Goliaths because he can't make any more, and then oh,
Oh my God!
stasis SCVs.
Oh, the troll! The troll is real.
I mean that might be like the best decision because you know that's no mining for a whole minute.
Oh my God! The
And they can't repair the
resourcefulness.
command center that's gonna die to Arbiter attacks.
Dude, Mass
When are
Arbiters
you
new
gonna
style,
hear that
man.
sentence again? Oh yeah, the command center is gonna die to Arbiters. The recall?
of
No,
course.
just Arbiters.
아비타로스를 승리하겠는데요, 이거.
Dude, like it's like what? Like I think I just seen like 9 arbiters.
Yeah, he has all this gas and no minerals, so he's like, might as well build arbiters. What else am I gonna spend this gas on? Because you know, if he makes an Archon, he's just gonna get EMP'd.
Oh my god, this SCVs are on stasis, but
The Arbiter mass is real.
Oh my god, I can't even deal with this right now.
Everything's
Literally just
stasis.
everything. Yeah. Oh my god,
And dying to Arbiter attacks.
I've watched StarCraft for a good portion of my life, and I can honestly say this is a first. I've never seen
Arbiters
arbiters
just kill the
kill
command
off a
center.
command center. Arbiters just kill the command center, and there's probably more arbiters than freaking SCVs right now.
I'm not sure. There's more Arbiters than Goliaths. What?
Oh, that's an easy one to say.
I mean, he might have enough Arbiters to kill Goliaths because he has
Oh,
the
God.
stasis.
Yeah, right. And yeah, this is pretty much game for the Terran. Light putting up some great fights, some good engagements.
He's gonna chase
but, I
down
mean,
the
oh my God,
science
he's gonna
vessel with
go-
Arbiters.
헐루시네이션이 아닙니다.
I swear to God, he's like got pretty much a complete control group of arbiters. Oh my God.
That is many Arbiter, yes.
아니죠. 자, 4강의 첫 번째 경기만이 끝났을 뿐입니다. 4강의 첫 번째
I-
경기는 김민준 선수가 2대1로 승리하면서 결승에 올라갔습니다. 이래서 결승전은 테란과 프로토스.
I don't even know what to say. It's just like.
And I like how he split them so that EMPs wouldn't like just wreck all their energy. So it's like EMP is really good, but what if you have like 3 science vessel and like 8 arbiters? What do you do then? You don't have enough mana to EMP them all.
That was probably the most
Eyewater
unique
won.
ending. Oh, okay, yeah. Eyewater won the series 2-1, and the last game he won with Mass Arbiter. So tell your friends, tell your family, tell your pets. Arbiter strategy is a real thing now. Yeah, the crane casters don't even know what's going on. They're just like, all right, that was different.
See, and Artosis says, you know, it's a nerf that Arbiters have an attack. Shows how much Artosis knows.
자, 이제 바로 가보도록 하시죠.
Where's Artosis?
I don't know. Just
I'm like, where the hell are you seeing this, man? You crazy?
no, I mean like, because he always says it would be better if Arbiters didn't have an attack because then Goliath wouldn't auto-target them. Which is a fair point, but now when you see a game like this where Arbiters actually kill everything, I don't know, man. I kind of like their little tickle attack.
보시면서 진짜 추천 질샷 한 번만 눌러주세요. 진짜로 그 추천 질샷이 저
Dude, the tickle's real.
제 2회 대회
Oh,
2회
who's Artosis?
하는데 많은 기여가
Maybe I should link that. Oh, I don't have the chat pulled up. Link that Artosis video. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Artosis in a nutshell, or?
Yeah, I think the one where
조금만 기다리도록
it's like some kind of a plant.
I think that's when they're making fun of him being a vegan.
Yes, and how he's second best at everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Link that one in the chat.
Oh, I don't know where to find it. I just know what you're talking about.
별풍선 10개로 18배. 감사합니다. 스미마생. 스고이. 감사합니다. 영어 우승하면 질차 눌러주신다고
All right.
하는데
So, to all those who are tuning in, thank you. You are currently watching the SBB Starleague. Next up is Flash and Sky High, which will be a TVT best of 3. And this is IOPG and Urban with the cast.
And I am reading the chat. I just don't have time to sometimes respond to your questions because during the game we have a lot of casting going on.
럭키 세븐. 감사합니다.
Yeah, someone's got to cover the whole
오늘 결승까지
arbiter
나갑니다.
strategy, the new meta of TVP. I mean, what you guys
just kill
just seen this
everything with
history.
Arbiter's strategy. It's
네.
good strategy to have.
It's pro.
세 경기 했는데
I mean
벌써
that
한
Ehan stasis on the SCVs. I mean, come on.
제가 유병준이라고 이름을
I mean,
기억해 주시는
yeah,
분이
it would take him actually longer to kill the SCVs than
매우
just
개력을
stasis them. So you know.
Yeah, right.
자, 4강의 이제 두 번째 경기가 이제 시작이 될 거고요. 이영호 선수 대 조병세. 조병세 선수
Oh,
이영호
the
선수
chat.
아니고요.
Thanks for the
똑같죠?
post.
Thanks, GG Fiare.
투온 투서 밴, 투온 서키 벤젠에 진행이 됩니다. 결승전은 5판이에요. 그래서 이 경기도 태태전이니까 경기가
No,
시간 이상
they do not do splash damage. Explosive damage is a damage type that does reduced to
12시까지 끝날 수도
small
있겠네요.
units like Marines and
다
Zerglings.
함께 여러분들 다 함께 해주시길 바랍니다. 성춘 오빠랑
And
상현 오빠랑
Slightly reduced
다
to
같이 했던
medium
프로그램
units like
스타
Hydras.
무한도전. 진짜 오랜만이다. 인규는 잘 지내고
There's very
있습니다.
little medium units in the game.
스무도 재밌게 보셨다고요? 결승 5판 3선 맞습니다. 선수 다 들어오면은 바로 시작하도록 할게요. 지금 세팅 중인 것 같습니다. 이용호 선수하고 조병세
And if you've
선수.
seen Flash's TVT games recently,
코드스는 원래 제가 하는 게 아니었어요.
Not his TVT.
GSL 준비자들이 하시기 때문에
Has he played in a TVT in ASL?
yeah, he did against C.
동일 해설이.
Oh, and he just won that like easy peasy.
Oh, he crushed. Like it looked like C went for an aggressive opening with like tanks and stuff, and he wanted to go up to the high ground, and Flash is like, nope, 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 and just like beat it back, and then it was like just more and more Flash units everywhere. So once he held his base,
Initial push.
yeah, it was like just downhill from there. It was. I mean, you can't really tell from one game like that, but he's just beastly in TVT.
Well, I mean, they call him God for a reason.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, he just takes a few years off to play StarCraft 2, comes back, just kills everybody. Just, and then he's like, yeah, I'm not as good as I used to be. I'm still learning to, you know, to come back into shape. Has 80% win rate on fish. Just still, you know, still kind
Yeah,
of
he's
getting
still
back into it.
rusty. Still just kind of polishing things up, you know.
Yeah, still shaking the rust off.
Dude, J-Dong right now, he's like swimming in the rust still. He's not even like out to start shaking the rust off.
I mean, like, Jadon streams, he's like pretty good, and then you watch him play in tournaments, and he's like, meh. Although, I mean, the people that he did lose to, and like Best is really good actually. Like he's highly ranked on Fish. Like if you watch like Scan's stream, Best frequently beats Scan. I mean, Scan is not like the best player in the world, but you know.
영호한테 방금 만들어 달라고 했는데 채널에 계신 분이
It's
아니 왜 이영호
kind of
선수한테
a
감히 너가 뭔데 반말이야.
Benchmark for non-professionals.
뭐뭐
I think Scan would be the best non-professional player.
Yeah, I mean, he can definitely wipe the floors with us.
Well, who can't?
저는 제가 이거로 알아. 그다음에
True.
둘중 이렇게 선택하라 하면
And J-Dong is currently in the round of 8 for ASL, which is broadcasted on the GSL page.
Yeah, but you know the way that he got into the round of 8 is kind of metagaming
무조건 집안일이죠.
two Terrans, and they both bunk rushed him, and then he just went, "Oops, pull first, kill all your Marines." Good game.
식방새라고 식방새.
Game sense, though, man.
경기 빨리 해라.
It's like, well, he just saw me do that against the a bunker rush. So I'll do it again because he's gonna bunker rush me again to level me.
예전에 이선정 감독이 그 카메라에 대고 너무 화가 난 나머지
He just like
야, 내가 어떻게 삼성한테 질 수가 있냐.
he leveled somebody whose name is Mind.
아 식빵
아니야.
이렇게 얘기를 한 것이 고스란히
It's funny that you mentioned this because it just kind of like triggered a memory. Didn't Slayer Boxer like was it double or like triple bunker rush yellow in the finals of a certain like tournament? And like it was funny too because like you could tell like Yellow's like there's no way in hell he's gonna bunker rush me again. And then Slayer Boxer like I'm totally bunker rushing you. And then takes the series.
안 들리시나요?
아 잠시만요.
이봐요.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it was 3 times. It's just like, dude, oh my god, just the troll. The troll.
Well, it's kind of like in poker.
Oh, it was Coca-Cola? I thought Coca was a Zerg.
마이크 좀 키워달라고요.
And he's talking about the name
Oh,
of
the
the also tournament.
Coca-Cola. Oh yeah, okay, so sorry. My bad.
What is Open Brood War?
Open Brood War is this thing on Team Liquid that's been posted. It's there's a forum up, and it's basically these guys who are making this like really cool. I don't know. They're doing a lot of different things, but so far they've been working on this like replay. Watcher viewer, I guess you could say, for StarCraft Brood War replays, and it incorporates a lot of cool kind of like futuristic sounds stupid, but like kind of like the more modern like StarCraft 2 like observer functions, like just like the resource tabs and like supply tabs and like the units and upgrades and all that fun stuff. Hey, what's up, Hyrulean Gambit? But yeah, they're doing that. They're also trying to incorporate like HD units, which is, I mean, I don't see why. I like the way they look, but I can understand for like newcomers and stuff who think that the game kind of looks old and ugly, which blah.
Well,
I think the game looks beautiful.
When I played StarCraft 2, coming back to it, it's so shiny. Like it hurts my eyes to look at the game because it's just everything's so shiny. Like I like the style of Brood War because it's a little bit more gritty. You know, it's not. It's the colors are bright, but it's still like I don't know.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel I understand what you mean, and I mean I guess it's just because I'm an old dude and I just like I guess like I'm I don't know, like negative when it comes to like newer games, but like I still play Diablo 2 and StarCraft Brood War, and like that's one of the things that I love is just like that whole like dark and like when a Hydralisk dies or a Marine dies, you're just like, oh my god, that thing just freaking died. And like StarCraft 2, it's just like, yeah, you know, like I don't know, I don't feel the same like
in StarCraft 2, all your units just kind of disappear.
Yeah. Oh, it seems like the game's coming in.
Yeah.
All right, so man, this is really difficult to tell who's who. Yellow's Flash. You can tell because the top right-hand corner, the unit selected shows the player. All right, so everyone on Fighting Spear on the top right-hand corner, we have the God Flash himself versus Sky High on the bottom left-hand corner as the Red Terran. So this is going to be confusing. Oh, it seems like they switched it, and now Flash is going to be teal.
Yeah, the observers allied one of the players, and then they can change the colors that way.
All right, so Flash is now teal, and Sky High will be red. Okay, I don't know. Let's give it a minute. They're still just trying to like goof around with things because they know they're going to have issues with the casting. But it seems like Flash is going to be opting for some sort of not too much, but a proxy barracks nonetheless. And he's going to be trying to apply some sort of marine pressure to get the game started, but also throwing down a refinery behind this to be able to start teching into some sort of factory Starport type build. it seems like Sky High has already gotten his factory place down. Both SCVs meeting in the top left-hand corner of the map, and still not too much information, but Sky High is definitely going to be able to get the scout off on this barracks. Oh, the barracks gets left. Maybe he's going to Flash is going to be able to move the barracks in time so he doesn't get the scout, but not sure.
I mean, he's just building the barracks out there to float it closer to his opponent's base.
Yeah, I mean, now that you mention it, maybe he's building the barracks so it's a little bit faster to get to his natural, so he can apply some sort of siege tank pressure. But at the same time, Sky High is doing the same exact thing with floating his barracks forward. So
Flash has his closer because he only he built it out further and he only built one marine.
Yep, and Flash throwing down his natural CC, but at the same time, it seems like Sky High is throwing down a CC. I'm not getting too great of a view on the minimap. So correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, no, and he is taking the natural, all right.
Interesting that they're still playing Fighting Spirit in this tournament. A lot of the other tournaments got sick of it and decided to play newer maps.
Thank God.
I mean, there's something to say about playing on Fighting Spirit because everybody knows the map so well that, you know, the person who can win on Fighting Spirit consistently is probably the better player. Versus, you know, like a lot of the other maps, they can be kind of janky, like ledges and all this kind of weirdness.
Yeah, but that's what allows for diversity, in my opinion. But, whatever. Anyway, so it seems like these Marines are going to be able to put down a lot of pressure, damage onto this barracks. Hopefully the barracks doesn't do too much damage to where it just burns out, making him build another barracks to be able to produce more factories in the process. Flash starting to target down the barracks, but Sky High built a couple of vultures and going to be able to clean up the Marines. The Marines doing a little bit of damage to the vultures, but the reinforcing vulture of Sky High and a little bit of micro is going to be able to clean up the rest of Flash's vultures. So Sky High will have map control.
So he actually has more vultures out on the map, but they kind of just traded. And Flash is adding more factories. While Sky High is going Goliaths. So it's always interesting how early you switch away from vultures in TVT. Some people just go like super massive vultures and try to get mines on them, speed and all that kind of stuff. Some people just say, whatever, I'm going to get tanks and Goliaths early and just
제가 해설을 잘 못하기 때문에 제가 어제 제 해설 보고 소주 그냥 나발 불었거든요. 모니터링 하자마자 나발 불어서 제 모자란 거 여러분들께 진짜 다시 한번 사과의 말씀을 드리겠습니다. 제 EA 리그 때는 진짜 공부도 많이 하고 선수들 뭐 vulture heavy play. 몇 칸 쓰냐 그런 것까지 다 분석해서 올 거기 때문에 이번 대회만 제가 조금
he's just getting his armory up right now.
아 진짜 공부를 많이 해야죠. 공부 많이 해서 오겠습니다. 그러니까
이거 봐요. 지금 골리앗 위치도 보세요.
These guys have a nice block off on the entrance to Sky High's base.
Yo, I'm back. Sorry, I had to go away for a second. I was choking on a Cheeto. I had to get some water. Anyways, alright, so it seems like, man, there's just mines all over the place for Flash. Goliaths coming out for Sky High.
Yeah, so they chose different tech paths, so Flash just wants all that map control with mines and vultures, and then Sky High just wants like a strong army.
Well, with that being said,
자, 이러면서
Since he went mass vulture,
하면서 뒤로 돌아오는
would that mean that he's able to throw down at least one more factory,
Yeah, he has
but
way more
also delaying
factories.
with the upgrade? Yeah, so I mean the factory count's definitely going to play some sort of role because the economy
한 번만 눌러주세요.
is definitely kicking in for both of them. Taking that natural, they're going to be able to start producing a lot. So I don't know, I wish I could look at Sky High's base right now to see exactly what he's doing. Academy going down for Flash, so he's going to be able to get the scans to get that all-knowing Terran visibility, pretty much clairvoyance.
Sky High is just getting his like 4 factories going now, whereas he was on 2 earlier because he went for the early Goliaths.
네. 이영호 선수가 앞설 수 있는 것은 맵을 좀 많이
Yeah, but he's going to be able to get those upgrades up pretty quick.
Yeah.
No, God, Sky High, do not move those siege tanks. For the love of all that is Terran, do not. Okay. Whew. He's so close to those
요런 거
spider
좋죠.
mines right now.
아, 요런 거.
He is like,
He's gonna
요런
drop
거
4 Goliaths.
빠져 있거든요.
Which is,
저희가
I don't know,
조병세 선수가 오늘
almost a
굉장히
waste
유리하단
'cause,
말이에요.
Vultures
오늘
Yeah.
네.
would be better.
이영호 선수가
I mean,
지금
조병세라면
if you think about it right now, the vultures, yeah, they're going to be fast, but Goliaths are definitely going to be able to take a few more hits. And regardless of the unit, I mean, he's got units in the main of Flash, and Flash has been pretty much rallying everything to the choke of Sky High. So Sky High able to pick off a couple SCVs. Flash with a quick response comes back and tries to fight off. Yep. Dropship's able to pick up both Goliaths and retreat.
조병세.
조병세라면
that's
지금
cute.
이영호 선수 정신 못 차리고 있거든요.
네네네.
이거 커맨드
kill the
절대
SCV and
치고
then
당하면 안
again
돼요.
pick up Goliaths.
그렇죠.
We're not killing
Vultures,
vultures.
'cause
Yeah,
vultures do
right.
5 damage to Goliaths, which is not much. And then pick
Oh,
up
the
again.
siege! The siege!
다시 한번 본진
He
가야지.
couldn't see up because the CC didn't do vision.
이렇게 머리 위에다가 그냥
Oh my
치면은
God, that
진짜
was the luckiest Goliath ever. And no, he's dropping them, but siege
And he's
sorry, he
dead.
picks them up. Yeah, right.
조병세
And he's dead, Jim. Oh, okay, we got a push coming out. Flash had only 3 siege tanks sieged up, but it seems like Sky High's going to be able to take out all 3 without losing a single siege tank. So nice little battle.
Trying to run by with these vultures the entire
구멍
game.
있어요. 지금 여기 들어가야 돼요.
들어가면 망합니다.
I got to give it. Sky High has
지금
been winning a lot of small skirmishes, so really interesting. Oh,
무빙.
Flash!
Rip SCVs. Oh, this is gonna be brutal.
잘하고 있다가
Rest in peace, SCVs. You guys aren't going to college.
진짜로. 한 번의 예리한
Rip
판단으로
in
타이밍
pepperoni.
칼같이 재서
Oh my God.
상대방
Alright, but
줬고요.
아, 요런 게 없었다면은
this
네, 지금
delay of harvesting is definitely beneficial while killing off a significant amount
Oh,
of
he has to
SCVs.
drop. He has to
Oh,
drop.
the drop!
나는
Oh, that Wraith micro. Oh my
컨디션
God.
제대로 발휘할 수 있다. 우리
He just made that look easy.
컨디션 제대로 발휘할 수 있다라는 와 엄청난데요.
Alright, so the
레이스,
dropship gets
자신감에
cleaned
찬
up, so
레이스
there's no more
컨트롤이었어요.
Goliath damage anymore. A couple of wraiths for Sky High as well. The economy for Sky High got delayed just a little bit due to the fact of the Vulture run by, and at the same time Flash was able to secure third. Sky High's trying to push ever so slightly to the third of Flash. Definitely has a higher siege tank count, but everyone who knows and who has played TVTs knows that it's really hard to try to make any progress with the pushing if you don't have any drop ships. Just the fact of trying to push into a siege tank line is just so unforgiving.
Yeah, and nowadays people play raids, so if you have drop ships, they can get picked off by a lot of raids, and raids are nice because they give vision to siege tanks.
지금 이렇게 지금 말씀한
And
대로
otherwise you'd have to scan, and that's a
하나씩 잘하고
limited
있습니다.
resource.
세 마리씩 전진해서 시야
But
확보가 안 됐을
Raids
때
are
지금 한 마리
kind of
한
made out of
마리씩
paper, so
잘라놔야 돼요.
네.
yeah,
자,
it's
지금 잘하고
if you have a
있어요.
few
자, 근데
Goliaths.
조금 더 압박을 해야
Raids
돼요.
Construction paper, okay? It's a durable paper, but paper
지금
nonetheless.
이영호
Yeah.
선수는 3시 멀티 돌아간 지 좀 됐거든요.
네네네.
And it still gives you the same satisfying
갱구멍으로
feeling of
들어갑니다.
taking that first cut into that paper.
이런 식으로 당하는 거예요.
I enjoy cutting
아,
construction
조병세
paper.
선수가 초반에 잘 들어갔지만 아까 그
All All right, so a couple vultures getting into the natural of Sky High, getting a couple SCV kills, so
But
always
I don't
nice. I
think it
mean,
was worth because they got cleaned up too quickly.
they're still able to pop off a few delays the attention or distracts the attention of Sky High from doing any more aggression. And that barracks is actually going to be able to provide some extra vision to allow Sky High siege tanks to just kind of outrange Flash's siege tanks for the time being. Ooh, triple factory getting thrown down for Flash, and Sky High's third is pretty much almost done. Sky High's going to be able to clean up all those mines. That should have been the third for Sky High, but just Flash so Gosu just knows what's going to happen at every point in time. Threw down those mines so early.
So Flash's already taken his fourth base while Sky High just set up his third.
Of
But like I
course.
said, it's hard to push an advantage in TVT, so Flash is just gonna keep expanding faster than Sky High and take one more base and do this and kill
Ooh,
tanks with
Flash! Look at you with that tricky Wraith encounters on the siege tank. Picking off a couple siege tanks is always good. Oh man!
And the
Micro.
Goliaths do not have the Karen booster upgrade.
Unfortunately, oh no! Looks like Flash is going to be opting for a cloaked Wraith.
Now they do. Karen
So,
boosters just kicked in.
Oh yeah, that range.
You know it kicked in because Goliaths fired one screen below the actual Wraith.
Yeah, they weren't even in the screen, and you could see the missiles going. All right, but cleans up a good amount of siege tanks. Flash is going to be able to get some ground. I was going to say earlier, Sky High's, even though he was behind bases, he's got a really strong map presence, kind of refraining Flash from taking any more expansions from the fourth. But with that engagement that just happened, kind of freed up the north section of Fighting Spear. So now Flash is going to be able to get some map control once again and kind of push everything back and just cut the map in half to where he can take the top left corner of the map. But oh my god, the whole time being, he's not even going to siege up and cut the map in half. He's actually going to be pushing all the way through the middle of the map and take out a significant amount of siege tanks and vultures. Siege tanks going sieging for both sides, and there's going to be some explosions happening. Scan going down for Flash, able to kill off a couple of Sky High's siege tanks. Now Flash completely turning the tides around and is actually going to have some really strong map presence and is starting to put a little bit of pressure onto Sky High's base.
So I've seen players actually make Valkyrie or two in this situation when a player makes a significant amount of wraiths, because Valkyries do explosive damage, so they're 6 damage, 8 rockets. You know, if you get hit by a bunch of those, that hurts a lot, and wraiths tend to be more effective when stacked up. So the Valkyrie is a nice counter to the mass Wraith play.
You know what this is getting me excited for? Battle Cruiser. Oh, this pincer is real. The surround and completely just demolishes Sky High's army that was on the south of the map. So now basically Flash is just completely dominating the map control, and he's going to be able to siege up at the natural of Sky High and just completely kill off the 3 expansions that Sky High has just now tried to acquire. If not just completely pushed, because there is nothing actually coming out. And the GG goes down from Sky High, and Flash is taking that. Oh my god,
I told you, Flash is just has just so many units.
Just his macro, he's just like, screw it, man, I'm just gonna outnumber you.
So his opponents try to be aggressive, and then they don't do damage, and then they lose eventually.
You know why?
Why?
Because Flash uses show me the money.
Because what?
Only explanation, Flash is using cheats.
Oh.
Show me the money gives you 1,000 minerals, 1,000 gas. And he's using it.
Must be. I mean,
it's no other way. He just makes so many units and just makes every other player look bad.
That is many tank, yes.
못하고 그
Indeed.
멀티도 늦고 그래서 조금
So I'm pretty sure everyone just knows that Flash is definitely going to be making it to the finals without a doubt.
I would expect Flash to take it all. I mean, what tournament is Flash not the favorite in? I don't know of any such tournament.
He could go into like a complete different video game and still be like favored.
He can join a LoL team and he'd still like win all the tournaments.
He could play Street Fighter and Smash Bros at the same time and still make it to the finals.
He could play Street Fighter while playing DDR at the same time, so he can be using his hands and his feet.
We should just rename him to Mr. Stereo Girl, because, man, he'll steal your woman at the freaking altar. It's Flash we're talking about.
Flash! Oh!
자, 경기가 시작이 됐고요.
자,
첫 번째 경기를 승리한 이용호 선수의
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
They played that song at the ASL. That was awesome.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
Oh,
조병세.
amazing. For those who don't know, that's a Queen song.
조병세 5시 지역에 위치해 있습니다.
Yeah, Flash apparently got diamond
출발은 좀
and then
좋았었는데
on stream,
벌처가 한번 돌아간 것
in
때문에 조병세
League of
선수가 타이밍을
Legends.
완전히 잃어버리고 말았습니다. 첫 번째 경기는
and
이용호 선수가 승리했고요.
people are saying that he didn't play before and he got diamond, but I don't know. He might have played a little bit before.
I mean, I'm not like a person who like watches League of Legends streams or anything like that, but like if I'm trying to like decompress after streaming some StarCraft Brood War, I usually jump up on League of Legends or like Dota or Diablo 2 just to kind of just like mellow out.
Well,
StarCraft Brood War gets me all hot and bothered.
for me, like, I play Dota and I'm not very good at it, and then all of my friends are super good at it, so they just get mad. Not because it's just me, but because they get like into a low bracket where everybody sucks. So it's not a good experience for them. It's like, not only do I suck, like all of their teammates suck. Opponents too, but it doesn't. That doesn't make you happy when you lose.
Yeah, TT1, I have no idea when it comes to like items and stuff. I'm just like, oh, I'll buy this. This seems cool.
They have
And then
suggested items, so if you're like not super good and you follow it, it's like kind of okay-ish to follow. So if you don't know anything, it's better than just to randomly click items.
I just like pissing off my teammates. But anyways, so it seems like bottom left-hand corner as the blue Terran, we've got Flash, and bottom right-hand corner we've got Sky High. Okay, yeah, yellow is Sky High, and blue will be Flash.
Yeah.
All right, so Circuit Breaker is the map. Definitely a fun map in my opinion. It's a 4-player map. The corners or the spawning locations. This map has definitely got a lot of resources, or a lot of resource expansions. Only 4 mineral-only expansions, but 1 per section of the map, and it definitely allows games to go into the more macro games, so we could possibly experience a very late game TBT.
Circuit Breakers could be the next Fighting Spirit, because a lot of the Korean programmers prefer to play on it compared to Fighting Spirit. So you see streams like people just play this as the new standard map. So maybe in 10 years this will be the most popular map.
I hope so, man. I love Circuit Breaker. It allows for a lot of different types of games, a lot more just interesting stuff going down. And due to the distance, it makes it so like aggressive builds are a lot harder to execute on the quick timings due to the rush distance. And the old map days like Destination and stuff like that. I remember those days. Aztec was probably one of my favorites. Do you have any favorite old school maps?
I well,
Blue Storm.
I don't know. Blue Storm is a gimmicky map, and Destination is also kind of gimmicky. It's like good, but still, there's a lot of like destination only strategies, like the Burrow Zergling strategy. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like it is a gimmicky map, so it's not something that people would play as like a standard map, because you know, a map that you're just gonna just grind out ladder on is probably gonna be something more normal looking. Byzantium's pretty nice though, with the reverse ramps.
Yeah. Usually every time I play Destination, if I can get someone to join that game, they're always like, it's without a doubt, they're going to be like, oh, I'm going to harvest that mineral at the ramp and just do a run by. It's like, wow, bro, you're definitely the first one to do this. Sarcastic, if no one can tell by the tone of my voice.
Funny thing, like, if you hang out with kids, they don't understand sarcasm until the age of like 12.
I don't know who you're hanging out with. Anyways, but it seems like Sky is going to be putting shit out with some siege tanks, or a siege tank, and is actually going to. This is a really kind of weird.
6 hit points. 6 hit point tank. 6 hit points versus 16 hit points. Oh, he gets it.
Oh, okay, they both go down. Oh man, that was insane. That was an intense micro
he could have saved it, but somehow decided to derp, and then the tank got the last shot off.
That was weird.
Yeah.
So intense though.
He blocked Manor Barracks.
Oh my god, Sky.
Get your shit together, Flash. What are you doing? He's gonna lose to Manor Barracks.
Siege tank to the Spider-Mine. That was a huge pickup from Sky High right there. And with that Manor Barracks in the way, is definitely causing the reinforcing units of Flash to just delay it.
Okay, so he kills the barracks eventually, but look, he already lost like 6 SCVs, and
that was
the tank.
So genius of play.
I've never seen a Manor Barracks in my life.
And to provide such use out of it by blocking the reinforcing units, and just that was
you have to know that it's
right
blocked
there.
too to do that.
Like that literally was just like that was art, everyone. Oh my god. Man, there has been some very interesting strategies in this tournament so far. I feel like it's that ASL, they don't feel like as pressured, so like they're kind of just getting away with just some of the weirdest stuff. But once again, Flash just being like, yo man, I make more units, deal with it. It's just gonna push back Sky High's vultures. Is he gonna lose all the Marines? Yep, he loses all the Marines.
It's kind of good to lose all the Marines. They take up supply. They're so useless. Once the tanks and vultures get out, the Marines are just like, I guess I can shoot the barracks for a while. I'm not gonna kill it, but you know.
Yeah, throw like a rock or two at it.
Make it like set it on fire, but not so much on fire that it loses HP. Just a little on fire.
Yeah. A little fire won't hurt.
완전 모르면은 그냥 훅 당하거든요. 게임이 거의 기울어질 때까지 두드려 맞기 때문에.
I wonder who the engineer for the barracks is. Like, oh yeah, it's on fire, but you know, it's like not on enough fire to do damage. But it's still on fire.
The artist was in charge of, you know, making sure that it looks damaged. So just put a little bit of fire on it.
Yeah, just like, you know, this barracks doesn't look damaged enough. I'm just gonna throw a little bit of fire. Not too much fire. Too much fire means
Too much
it's gonna
fire means it's
burn,
losing
but-
HP.
Yeah, but no, I'm gonna put enough fire on it to where you know it's not losing HP. All right, so it seems like Sky High's trying to get a little bit of aggression out, but Flash with the quick response, already trying to cut the map in half, repairing some of his siege tanks, and Wraith is going to be providing some sort of threat to Flash's siege tanks. Really no anti-air as of right now, just Massive Vulture and siege tank. The siege tank is getting repaired, but is going to be taking too much damage to keep. And they're actually going to be focusing down the SCV before killing the tank.
Yeah, actually, an SCV repairs faster than a Wraith does damage. It's sad, I know.
2 Wraiths?
2 Wraiths, you need 2 SCVs.
아무리가 치고 올라가고 있단 말이에요.
Look, see? 2 SCVs out repair 2 Wraiths damage. It's just like he actually has to go back and start repairing again because they out repair them and stop repairing.
지금 SCB 점사 해야죠.
And then if you start attacking the SCVs, then the SCVs get started repaired by the SCVs.
So frustrating.
It's like you have all these units, but they're doing economic damage.
I swear the SCV counters out of any unit.
SCV can be repaired and healed by medics. That's so OP.
지금 레이스를 계속 모으고 있는데 여기서 차라리
It's like, well,
더
it makes sense. You
깜짝이게
can
한
repair
번 더
them.
그렇죠 클로킹을
Yeah,
하고
because
이번에는 자원이
made
받침이
mechanical
되니까
iron
투스타를
suit,
한 번에
and then
올려서
it makes sense that you can heal them because they're a dude inside.
뭘까요?
Like when SCVs repair things, like they're not just carrying material on them. They're just like throwing minerals at the structure, and they're like, all right, that's good enough.
I mean, they're repairing faster than a laser's cutting something.
True.
So it's
Gotta stop.
it's just.
Gotta stop trying to make logic out of the game.
But, I mean, look, it's sci-fi, but it's not hard sci-fi.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I could have gone down a rabbit's hole, but I'm not. Anyways, so it seems like they're going to be taking the Sky High is going to be taking the 3 o'clock position as his third, and Flash is going to be taking the 9 o'clock position. Both Vultures are going to be trying to get a run bys, but it seems like Sky High was able to clean up all of Flash's units, but Sky High was able to get a couple Vultures into Flash's third. So basically, like I called out in the beginning of the game, they're more than likely going to be cutting this map in half, and it's more than likely going to be opting for a very late game type play style. I hope to God we can watch battle cruisers. Battle cruisers have always been a favorite of mine.
I want to watch Wraiths against Valkyries and battle cruisers.
Do you have your cursor in the game screen?
Oh, I do. Oops. Okay.
Thank you, Demon.
I probably had that on like the entire time because I've been not moving my mouse for like maybe at least the last hour.
Oh man. Oh well.
Yeah, after I set it up.
It's better now than never. But alright, whoa, look, it seems like Sky actually double expanding after the third, so now he's taking this fourth and fifth, completely just covering the right side of the map. So we're going to be seeing a very late game TBT. Splash only taking the top left-hand corner, but more than likely he'll be throwing down some scans and being like, oh, you're taking that base as well? I guess I'll take that base as well. And yep, there's the fourth and fifth now for Flash. Some cloaked Wraiths coming in from Sky High, doing a little bit of damage to this siege tank, able to pop off one. No Goliaths anywhere nearby. Wraiths. Oh, the damage is done, and those Wraiths take a significant amount of damage, but don't get completely killed off. But at the same time, it looks like Sky High was taking advantage of the lack of siege tanks at the 6 o'clock position. And this is actually going to be put on some aggression at the natural of Flash.
Valkyries do 8 missiles in a circle. So, you know, once they fire off all their payload, that's like 48 damage in an area. So, yeah, those Wraiths got wrecked by like 2 Valkyries and a Wraith.
And the splash does so much.
Yeah, and I mean, it's funny, the Valkyrie unit was added to counter Mutalisks, but it does explosive damage, so it's reduced against Mutalisks.
All these starports are getting me excited for some motherfucking battle cruisers.
Well, the Sky High actually started his expansions earlier, so he should have a stronger economy going into the late game.
Yeah.
He might be able to push Flash back if
Is Sky High taking this 6 o'clock base as of right now? The minimap shows there's a lot of units, but I'm not entirely sure.
Spider Mines.
Oh, big engagement. Sky High feeling pretty ballsy and is actually going to push a little bit into Flash's siege tank line. Able to kill off a couple units, but it seems like Flash was able to provide a little bit of support and was able to clean up all that aggression, and now it's back to a standstill. Not too much gain was made on that engagement, but still, you know, just a little scrimmages is kind of like what Terrans are able to do right now. No major engagements, but just little battles here and there.
So this map is getting split in half now, so 3-hour TUT may result.
Alright, and to those who are just tuning in, yes, it's confusing, but Flash is blue and Sky High is yellow. I wish there was something that we could throw up to help distinguish the two, but we did not plan this far ahead. But we got a lot of Wraiths, 3-port going, or 4-port for Flash, and not entirely sure what Sky High's got. I think he's working on his port count as well.
Oh, he is taking that 6 o'clock base.
Is he? Oh my god, looks, I like how Sky High is getting really aggressive with just anything he can at the 6 o'clock, trying to put all the pressure he possibly can without overextending. Oh, was able to get a couple siege tanks from the high ground. Really nice play on Sky High's behalf.
Now Flash is going with the Wraith means because he has the Valkyrie.
Man, Wraiths.
Yeah, so the one Valkyrie is gonna do so much damage to the Sky High's Wraith that
yeah, as long as he can get catch the Wraiths, that's the important thing.
He just flies over turrets. No shit's given.
Oh my god. Oh, but he was able to snipe off the Valkyrie, at least one of them, and cleans up everything. So the air advantage goes to a Sky High right now. Only a couple Wraiths to provide a little bit of support. Another scan goes down by Sky High and is able to pop off a few more Wraiths. So yeah, Sky High is definitely in a good position right now, just delaying the 6 o'clock, or not 6 o'clock, 6 base at the 12 o'clock position for Flash, and able to get a couple siege tank kills. Nice. I mean, at this point, losing siege tanks isn't bad due to the fact that the economy is just ridiculous for both ends. They're just going to be stacking bank the entire game. But it's one of those things where it's not so much of losing the siege tank as in, like, he's not going to be able to respond. It's just being able to provide, open up some sort of opening for Sky High to take advantage and just try to push forward.
Sky High needs Valkyries as well because Wraiths die so quickly to Valkyries.
You know what they need to make?
Valkyries?
Yes. Yes, they do.
They're not gonna make Valkyries until there's too many Valkyries. At which point it's just pointless to make raids because they instantly die. So if Sky High makes Valkyries, then Flash will be forced to make battle cruisers. So there you go. Should be rooting for more Valkyries right now.
I guess. Why do you have to make sense? Just join the battle cruiser train, alright? Alright, so it looks like we got a little bit of long distance mining coming out of Flash at the 12 o'clock. Ooh, losing a couple siege tanks, Sky High's behalf. Dizad. Oh, look at that Air Force coming out for Flash.
Interestingly enough, nobody ever uses scouts even though they have way more HP than Wraiths.
Scout?
Yeah. Well, if you include shield and HP.
Yeah.
I mean, their DPS per cost is worse because they have to do the same DPS as Wraiths, but cost 1.5x more.
Oh yeah. Alright, so
so I want, you know, have you seen that game? It was Cal, I think. He made scouts against the Terran that had no Goliaths, just like 5 scouts that like wrecked all the tanks.
Nah, I didn't see that one. But it seems like from what I just witnessed, Flash is alright with losing a few siege tanks because he's just freeing up some supply to get a higher air count. So it seems like they're definitely transitioning into the air game. Just the resources are ridiculous. Oh my god, are we watching like the UMS game evolves right now? Because that is just a ridiculous freaking cloud of Wraith right now. I mean, a good amount of Wraith from Sky High, but what's about to hit the top right corner for Sky High is just ridiculous. And this Terran command center is just going to freaking die within seconds. Boom, done, just like that. This is like comical in a sense.
I told him he needs Valkyries.
Oh, it seems like Sky High is able to get into the infrastructure of Flash and actually able to get some siege tanks in here, which is going to be able to provide a significant amount of damage. A couple of Goliaths, but I don't think it's going to be able to provide enough damage to clean up all the raids. And yeah, scan finally coming down. It's about like 4 or 5 Goliaths, but yeah, just the sheer number and mass of the raid is going to be able to take on everything that Sky High has there currently.
Flash just kills you with raids.
I'm pretty sure if we faced against Flash, he'd be able to kill us with just SCVs. Yeah, right? Oh my god, now he's going to be attacking the 3 o'clock position, and this CC is just going to die instantly. No SCVs try to provide any type of repair, and literally he's just command center
killing. Just more money.
Yeah, right? Oh my god, it's just going to die while it's being constructed.
Hopefully this is cancelled soon.
Oh my god, that is a huge starport count right now for Sky High. A little too late, not able to get enough units out. But definitely a Valor attempt by building all those starports. It seems like he's just going to be counter pushing right now. He knows that he's going to be losing the top right corner of the base, so he's going to try to provide some sort of damage to the bottom left.
This is interesting. Wraith battles where people forget to scan, and Flash just loses all of his Wraiths in the other side of the map. Goliath.
So nice pickup of Sky High, but I mean he lost his 3 o'clock and his 2 o'clock. Almost lost his 1 o'clock, but able to maintain that. I feel like he might have expanded maybe, didn't really rely on building too many units, or just he had too many siege tanks, so his the air composition was just able to kill him. Either or, the lead that Sky High once had is now pretty much gone, and if they're not on even standing right now, Flash might have just a little bit of a lead.
Well, Flash had a bigger lead when he had all those wraiths, and then he decided he didn't need them.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I like currently, if I had to say who's winning, I think Flash is in a decent, if not a little bit better position than Sky High is right now.
Yeah,
Even though the game seems to kind of draw out now to where they're both at a standstill once again.
But I thought Flash already had this one when he flew in with the race, but Goliath came in and cleaned up his wraiths.
I mean, with that logic, Flash had this game the second he was born because he's God, but everyone lost. All right, oh my God, the resource for Flash is ridiculous. He's got 4K minerals and a K of gas, while Sky High is just like struggling with like 500 minerals right now. The bank is real.
Yeah, that's why it's one of the TVT is one of the few matchups where you want to sometimes bank money. Because like you'll be at like 150 supply and you're like, I could make more tanks, but why? I want to make wraiths. So you like just bank money and then make a bunch of starports to produce out of.
It's just really interesting to watch just so many wraiths fly around.
Wraiths are actually skill units. Like DTs, they just stay cloaked. Wraiths, you have to actually manage their energy and stuff. It's interesting how like a lot of the units in Brood War, they need to be like manually controlled to actually do anything useful. Okay, this is just ridiculous. Look at those wraiths.
Oh my God, these siege tanks are just popping. Really smart.
Are so expensive.
Yeah, really smart on Sky High's behalf, just throwing down a whole bunch of turrets in random locations just to provide a little bit of extra support. Making sure that even if Flash does outnumber him in wraiths, he's able to provide a little bit of assistance to his siege tanks if Sky High's wraiths are out of position. But it seems like the main focus right now is in the middle of the map. And oh my God, this push from Flash is completely killing off all those turrets that I was just talking about in siege tanks, and being able to provide a little bit of damage. And it seems like he's going to be inching his way closer and closer to the siege tank line of Sky High.
Wonder why they stopped building Valkyries. It actually sounds like.
I think it's the how they counter, but big engagement going down right now, and it seems like Sky High is going to be able to win the air combat.
But there's Goliath, so he doesn't want to do that.
Honestly, I have no idea what's happening right now, just because of just like them being cloaked and colors and everything. It's just. Yeah, that was like pretty much equivalent to like a ZVZ battle with mutas, where you're just like, well, they're both stacked. I don't know.
Some mutas die.
Whoever pulls out, yeah, whoever pulls out first is losing. All right, so it seems like Flash with a higher or a superior ground army is able to push back Sky High. Just a little bit, and unsieging again and pushing forward. Sky High sieging up, getting a couple shots off. Goliath's getting up into the mix. A few siege tanks. Yeah, and it seems like Sky High's going to be able to push this army back, losing a good amount of units in the process, but wins the battle in the end.
Also, I don't think the person who pulls out first is losing, because in ZVZ you can't even tell if you're winning or losing. So
Yeah, right.
뭔가 정원을 병력을
It's
한
like,
이겨서 그 이후에
wait,
뭔가가
why
있어야
am I
되는데
running? I
그렇죠.
have more mutas. I think, maybe.
네,
Yeah.
저가 한타를 이기고 나서 다음
Let's
이벤트를
just
했었어야 되는데
re-engage
그런
just to
것들이
make
공격적으로 안
sure.
되면은
Let's just hit
가져오기
his units for a
어렵습니다.
while and
그리고
see who
레이스부터
dies
가자마자
first.
들어가. 스킬.
Yeah. All right, so another engagement coming off. Flash was trying to snipe out the remaining siege tanks of Sky High, but Sky High rallies in a few more raids to finish it off. Oh, it looks like we got a multi-pronged attack coming out from Flash. Glyce attacking the correction, northeast position of the map's bases, and going to be able to clean off some of those siege tanks in the middle of the map as well. So Flash really showing his dominance with just the multitasking and just
체크를 했단 말이에요.
그렇죠.
pure annoyance and just being everywhere.
왼쪽 멀티를 날리고 또 올라가 다시 한번 더 시간 벌고요. 자원은 이영호 선수의 편이니까.
Sky High tries to provide a little bit of support to the top right corner of the map, losing a good amount of units, but it seems like he's going to be able to possibly clean up the rest of the glides and some of the race in the process. But it seems like Flash are kind of moving his glides in. They're going to be able to snipe off some SCB kills before the remaining army of Sky High is able to clean them up.
지금 제가 봤을 때 현 스타크래프트 1에서
So Flash is doing more
그냥 개인적인 생각으로
economic damage like that
이영호 선수
and cleaning up some tanks in the middle of the map as well.
저번 GSL
So he's kind of taking control of this game right now.
ASL에서는 허무하게 무너지는 감이 있었는데 태태전도 어느 정도
This game is insane. But Flash taking out all those wraiths from Sky High, so it looks like Flash is going to be able to win this game from the point. It seems like he was finally able to completely break the middle contain that Sky High had, and is just now going to push back the army of Sky High, and Sky High throws down the GG, and Flash takes the series 2-0.
That last game, at least Sky High was putting up a decent fight for like half an hour, so that's pretty impressive considering it's Flash.
5분 쉬자, 조금 쉬어, 10분 쉽니다라고 이제 쉬기를 원하시는 분들이 생긴다면 저희가 잠시 쉬었다가 경기를 진행해 보도록 하겠습니다.
그 앞전 경기에서는 김윤중 선수가 이재호 선수를 이기고 올라왔고 이영호 선수가 조병태 선수를 꺾음으로써 지금 결승은 김윤중 선수 대
Yeah, when you have monies, you can pretty much do whatever you want.
지금 9시 반이에요, 9시 반.
그래도 오늘
Uh-oh.
안 하겠네요.
그렇습니다. 네.
Ladies and gentlemen, winner of the last ASL Water Eyes, aka Shuttle, will be facing against the current ASL champion. Yes, I'm calling it ahead of time. Flash is going to win this ASL. And they're going to be meeting in the finals for a best of 5. So we're going to be taking a quick break due to the actual casters to get everything put together to start up the next series. But in the meantime, definitely go get some snacks, go get some water, do whatever you need to do to tune in and stay watching the next show match, which I can definitely guarantee is going to be amazing to watch.
중계방을 채팅?
여기
네.
본방이
네.
가득 차서 중계방이 자동적으로 생겨요.
그럼 인원 같은 거 늘릴 수 있지 않나?
But thank you everyone for tuning in as well, though. Definitely shout out to everyone. You are currently watching the SBB Starleague English cast brought to you by IOPG and myself, Urban. So
I was like, okay, time for me to go browse the internets, and I'm like, oh wait, I'm still streaming.
Oh, for real? Oh God, do not pull Romier or whatever his name is, the Romanian StarCraft Brood War player. Yeah, apparently broadcasted some porno just the other day. Oh man, Twitch. That's like probably the. I'm the co-caster, you son of a bitch. But man, Twitch has definitely had some downfalls with some just people forgetting that they're streaming and broadcasted some very interesting material, I guess I could say.
Oh yeah, there's another one where I mean, I forgot who this was, but he went into his browser while streaming and it pulled up some of his recent browsing history, and it was like for escort sites and all this shit. People screenshotted that, and then it's. I mean, then people are all, don't you know about like incognito mode or, you know, private browsing?
My wife doesn't know about incognito. And the first time I've ever experienced anything like that is I was watching a Resident Evil 4 speed run, and then like I fell asleep in the process, and then I like woke up again, and I was just like, huh, this is what hentai is. It was yeah. And the funny thing is too, I looked at the chat just to see if like anyone else was watching it, and there was like 15 other people watching it. I was like, oh god, the internet.
Oh, I'm not sure if it was on purpose or not, but somebody like left their stream up. It was StarCraft 2 stream, but there's no webcam up, so I'm not sure if it's like a troll or legitimate. There were like noises like the people there were having sex, and the stream went from like 5 viewers to like 5,000. So I'm not sure if it was like a planned attempt to get attention or because what happened was everybody on Twitch started linking to that stream at the same time, and then it's like just virally spread to all of Twitch.
Oh man. Like, I know Twitch is like, we don't condone that type of activity, but they're like, dude, we just got like 5,000 like unique followers or viewers just from that instance, you know? Like, we're gonna drop the hammer, but that actually helped us out.
I mean, like, what if they were not even having sex? What if they're just like sitting there in front of the microphone making noises?
What if they're just like playing an extreme game of Twister? Okay, like man, sometimes when I'm playing Twister, I get caught up. You know, some moans come out, some grunts. Really trying to put my hand on the dots.
Well, you know, trying to put your hands in the correct places. So, you know, that's
TT1 upgrading from Sears catalogs. Oh man.
글쎄 모르겠어요. 어차피 이제 프로리그가 내년부터는 열리지 않잖아요.
Hey, it's better than some other magazines like
준비를 많이 하고 있긴 한데 어떤 식으로 인사를 드리게 될지
I can't even think of any.
I mean, like Playboy doesn't even have naked pictures in it anymore because they're like, you can get porn anywhere else. Why do you need to look at naked pictures in our magazine?
We have unique articles and witty comics.
Actually, they do.
Playboy.
신방 감독이 뭐 금수저까지는 아닌 걸로 알고 있어요. 은수저인가요?
그냥 똥수저.
Yeah, screw Playboy, man. They've definitely gone down the tube.
I mean, who reads print media anymore? I mean, it's so it takes up so much space, and you have to like. I got like a free subscription for a magazine, and I was like actually annoyed that like it would come and like I'd look at it, and it's like I have to throw this away somewhere. And it's like
honestly, like my bathroom has got like a stack of magazines, like skateboarding magazines and stuff. Just like while I'm dropping a deuce, I got some sort of like literature. Like that's probably like the only time I really have like something that's like material in my hand. If not, then it's just all virtual, like I got my freaking cell phone that's got like books on it and crap. I just feel dirty to bring my cell phone into the bathroom with me because I feel like all the poop particles are just like contaminating my phone. And now I'm putting my phone up to my face, and then like now I got poop on my face,
네.
and I'm gonna get pink
네네.
eye.
알겠습니다.
And
Well, see,
카메라
I
켜놔요,
drink
카메라.
very strong coffee,
그래서
so I don't
네.
have time to read anything in the bathroom. It goes straight through me.
we should be seeing the finals today. I hope. Oh wait,
Maybe.
finals 30th. Yeah, we should be seeing the finals today. I don't know that like the stream keeps like doing weird things, but I mean, there's a lot of people still spamming up in the chat, and they're back. Sweet. All right, so we're going to be seeing the finals coming up. Disregarded. They just pranked us, freaking Koreans.
지금 여러분들이 진짜 많이 도와주셔야 돼요. 이 식빵 리그가 뭐
Yeah. How about you just grow up and just smoke cigarettes and drink coffee like every other adult? Jeez. I swear though, that's like my morning ritual right there. You wake up, throw on some coffee, smoke a cigarette, and by the time you're done with that, if you can even finish your cup of coffee or cigarette, you're already running to the bathroom to just completely like explode.
Well, it's like, I don't know, coffee has a different effect on me than tea. So like, if I want to just chill out the whole day, I drink coffee. Yes, coffee actually makes me tired and relaxed. And like,
Yeah, wait till how old are you?
30.
30? All right, yeah. Well, it affects different people. I've actually had this conversation, and with some other like adults like that are in their like 50s and stuff like that, and they're like, yeah, coffee used to make me go to sleep, and now like once they hit like 40 or so, it keeps them up. So like I don't know, coffee is it's a unique creature, I guess you could say.
Well, it has different substances in it. It's not just caffeine, otherwise it'd just be diluted caffeine. So it has a lot of different chemicals in it that affect you. So, like, I mean, even decaf coffee will make me more sleepy than not drinking anything at all. But like, tea's supposed to make you also like relax because it has theanine in it, but it just makes me really like jacked, like manic. I just go crazy. Like when I stream and I drink tea, I just like my APM is like much higher than when I drink coffee. Because like when I drink coffee, I like tend to just stare at the screen and not do anything for a while, just play bad. And then when I drink tea, I play equally bad, but then I like just like twitch and just click everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I've given myself the title of Coffee Zerg because in order for me to play, I got to start drinking coffee, and then by the time I'm done with my stream or something, I've downed an entire pot of coffee easily. Like I've already told Bakaru that he can have my wife when I die at an early age for my coffee consumption.
How many teaspoons of coffee grind is a pot of coffee? Like how strong do you make it?
It's basically how fast I want to get back to StarCraft. I'll just dump coffee grind into the top, and hopefully it comes out with a really strong flavor. Mm-hmm. I can only play when I drink beer. Get out of here, James. No way.
That's a very Russian type of streamer. You know, people will go on and start streaming, and then they'll be like, give me rubles so I can drink beer and stream more. That's why you don't donate to Romarier. He'll just drink it all.
Yeah, and watch porn. Oh man, but James, if you do drink, only play when you're drunk, you are the drunken master of StarCraft because I played against your Protoss sober and you still kick my ass.
Yeah, he kicked my ass too. Took my points.
Oh my god, my assy cup pours. Means so much to me. Must have all points.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like I was thinking maybe like with my Smurf account, I'll just ban everybody like above D ranking. Just play the noobs. Just get like A- on it.
Oh, okay. You're cool. All right. That makes me feel a little bit better. I mean, if Koget's still in here, that guy trolls the shit out of me. He freaking like nuke rushed me, like, and attempted it like 5 times. Like, not only did like he fail the first time, but then like he just kept doing it. And then I was like, all right, well, I stopped all of it. I'm going to win this game. And then he makes the comeback and kills me. And I was just like, just
A guy
complete and
nuke rushed
utter.
me with the science vessel, the defense matrix, freaking
Yeah,
ghost.
like that's the first push is they'll defense matrix the ghost and put the science vessel on top of the ghost. So not only do you have to like try to get in there with your mutas to attack it, but then you have to also kill off the science vessel and move it, and then kill off the ghost before before the nuke happens. And it's just like, oh my god. Yeah, Koget's the criminal behind that, the mastermind. And before that, before Koget did it to me, it was Sarah. I don't know. I forgot his name exactly, but he used to be a very common Terran streamer. I don't know what happened to him. I think he took a break. He comes on my stream occasionally, but yeah, he was the first person to ever do that to me, and I cried.
Maple Tea, the Korean guy on IC Cup did that to me, and he like wrecked my shit.
Yeah.
And he's the I think still the highest ranked player I did eventually beat in one of the games.
But to anyone who's just now tuning in, we are just currently on a break as of right now. It seems like the organizers of this event are just gathering the replays and just kind of like trolling us right now because they keep alt-tabbing to the stream and then back to this waiting display. So give us like an extra 10 minutes or so, and we should be getting into the finals of Eyewater, aka Shuttle, versus Flash. And I can guarantee you this best of 5 should be Crazy Town Banana Pants.
Let me get some water and stuff because I'm sure the game isn't going to start until humans.
영호야 방제를 알려줘.
Cool beans.
똑같은 방제 아니야?
씌워줘. 잠깐만. 샵 1, 2, 3, 샵 더블 F.
So definitely likewise for everyone else, get some water, get some chips, get some drink, do whatever you need to do, but we will be more than likely casting this game momentarily, just pretty much waiting. But hey, patience is a virtue, am I right? So I'm pretty sure I can speak for everyone that everyone thinks that Flash is going to win this event. But for those who have faith in Eyewater, definitely spam it up in the chat. Let's see who you individuals are, so we can shun you. No. But yeah. Eyewater versus Flash should be interesting. So far, the map pool seems to be Circuit Breaker, Fighting Spirit, Denizine, and pretty much those are the only maps that we've seen so far. Yes, it's a best of 5.
김윤중 맞죠? 맞는 거
James, you're just being the devil's advocate, huh?
잠깐만요. 이거
Oh my god, okay, we're back. Awesome. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, without any further delay, we are starting the best of 5 of Flash vs. Eyewater. And the first map will be Fighting Spirit. And on the bottom right-hand corner, representing Blue Terran. We have Flash in the
위치한
bottom
김윤중
left-hand
선수.
corner as the purple Protoss. We
김윤중
have
선수가
Iwater,
정찰을
winner of the last
되게 빨리
ASL.
가네요.
And more
정찰이 아니라
likely,
이거는
Flash
이
will be
정도
winning
타이밍이면
this ASL. So two
뭔가를
ASL champions.
꾸미고 왔다. 빌드를 짜놓고 왔다. 이거죠.
전진 관문.
And I
전진
guess
아 근데 지금 이영호
the
선수가
main
차라리
caster
여기다가
IOPG left his
했으면은 더
chat
빨랐을
on
텐데
because we can hear
위치가
the
어딘지
Korean
모르니까 우선
commentators,
센터에
but
짓는 거죠.
I will try to do my best. And it looks like starting out the game early, we've got some shenanigans coming out from Iwater throwing a pylon in the middle of the map. More than likely going for some sort of proxy gate, double gate play style, which is very aggressive due to the short distance that the gate will be placed.
Fighting spirit,
이렇게
right?
되면은 제가 봤을 때
Fighting
막
spirit
서치
with a
갈것
proxy
같거든요. 11시
gate in the middle of the
들렸다가
map,
1시 이렇게
and
막 서치 갈 것 같아서
Standard proto shenanigans,
이영호
probably a
선수가
single
우선
gate.
한방
And
서치가
then make
되면은
like 3, 4
김윤중
zealots,
선수한테는
and
되게
then
안 좋은 소식이에요.
Dragoons out of it later. Because people don't tend to all in this
네.
map, but Flash is like, oh, he's gonna proxy gate me. I just know this because I'm Flash.
목소리가 이상균이라고.
And then,
와.
so we're still looking
진짜
for the location of the Terran
이상균이면 진짜
player.
최고의 칭찬 아니에요?
Let's see if
너랑
he's
같이 하니까
gonna.
목소리가 좋은가 봐.
Well, he
이상균이
doesn't.
그 라디오
have a
스타
wall in
보니까
yet.
목소리 되게
So,
좋다고. 진짜
if he just
인물도 잘생기고 그리고
puts down,
농구까지 형이랑 좋아하는 게
his
똑같더라고.
factory,
근데 한
he
가지
can
단점이
wall
암내가
off with the
심하다고.
factory and barracks, and it's zealot type.
암내가 심하다고 그러는데
너무 고급스러워요.
아 진짜로 라디오 스타에서 그러더라고요.
네네. 아니 이거 뭐 확인이 안 되는 거니까. 뭐 어쨌든 간에 지금 위치는 파악이 됐습니다.
위치는
First cell is
파악이
out.
됐는데 소리 싱크가 안 맞다고.
And by process elimination, Flash is in the bottom right.
우선 경기부터 진행하도록
이거
하겠습니다.
엇갈리나요?
Oh, James is
보긴 봤어요.
이 정도면 다행히 다
근데 지금
Did he
질럿을
make
봤지만
the
요새
correct
트렌드가
wall?
여기 서플도 지어가지고 이렇게
ooh, that's a good
왔다 갔다
question.
하면서
I mean,
쉽게 막을 수
I
있는데
don't question.
서플이 없단
He made
말이에요.
자,
It's
그리고
Flash.
Is it?
Of course, it's the correct wall. What were we
아
thinking?
입구가 막혔군요. 아
I don't
죄송합니다.
know, man.
막히는 거죠.
I'm sorry.
전에 말씀해 주신 대로 약간 뚫려
I'll never
SBB is
doubt.
아 진짜 저
Yeah,
순간
but,
뚫린 줄
oh,
알았어요.
you know, you can't do anything
사이가
about that.
멀어 보이잖아요.
Yeah, the RNG was definitely not in favor of Flash right there.
이게 막히네요. 아 저 지금 깜짝 놀랐습니다. 야,
All right, so
진짜
we got some early aggression. Flash is definitely like, yeah, man, you
감사합니다.
proxy gated me, but I'm going to be able to clean
선수도
this
당황한
up
것 같아요.
because
지금.
I'm freaking
이
awesome.
정도면 충분히
And
들어갈 수 있지 않나?
really,
Slowing down the factory. at
the
least.
RNG. Yeah, when I say RNG, the random number generator, basically for the science that science vessel, the SCV. The SCV doesn't really have any set pattern on when they're constructing. They're just gonna go left and right randomly, and basically Iwater is just hoping he can use that to his advantage and snipe the SCV, delaying the factory timing just by a little bit, because every second he can delay that factory, he can pump out more units for himself.
김윤중 선수가 프로브를 안
So he's
뽑고
going-
무리하게
probably
질럿을 짜내서 간 건데
huh,
전혀 피해 SCB 한 마리밖에
one
못
gate expand
잡았거든요.
against Flash's build. So
얼마나
Flash
많이
is
이거 초반전에
gonna
당해봤겠습니까, 이용호 선수한테
go with
그러면서. 그래서 이제 그런
the
것들
siege
때문에
expand because he doesn't
아,
know if
되게
there's more dragoons and stuff coming.
딱 그, 맵이라고
Well,
하는
it's we got ourselves a 2-gate pressure coming out.
바로바로 갈 수 있는 이용호 선수의 이런 확실한
So we're going to be seeing some heavy Dragoon range pressure coming out.
5판
Oh, yeah,
3승이고요.
there's a
이긴
gate in the
사람이
middle, so
우선
I guess it's two.
여기
Yeah,
김윤중 선수랑
and the siege tank is being made by Flash, but there is no siege mode upgrade being upgraded as of right now. So he might be going for some sort of a one racks, one factory like Marine siege tank push. Perhaps, but I mean, it's only a matter of time before we actually see what Flash has got up his sleeves. We do see the expand or the extra CCB in place, but that's pretty standard because he doesn't have any type of infrastructure to be able to really kill off those access minerals that he's going to be currently harvesting just due to the heavy SCV count that he's currently got. We've got some Dragoons pushing out to the natural of Flash, so it's going to delay the CC by just a little bit. I really wish we could see the machine shop to see if the siege tank upgrade is started yet. More than likely it has, but
It's
you know,
spinning, but I don't know if it's mines or
It has to be siege. It has to.
like
I
siege
mean,
is
mines. Yeah, if it was mines, he would already have vultures out.
Yeah. Well, if it was a strong FD push, then you'd have 2 tanks, a bunch of marines, and then make vultures behind it.
All right, so the CC gets lifted and planted at the natural of Flash's base, and it seems like at the same time, Eyewater is going to be taking a natural and just building a lot of dragoons. He doesn't want to lose that gateway in the middle of the map just yet. He's definitely utilizing it with the dragoon production, but he knows it's inevitable for him to lose that gateway. So he's more than likely just going to be throwing more back at home. But it seems like he's trying to focus more on the economic.
Because he does have that.
Yeah, there you go, Roblox.
Oh, and Citadel Dune, so he's gonna go for that DT drop, which it's probably not gonna work because you know, the siege expand, you get turrets with it, so it works if you drop off the DTs and there's turrets, and then the DTs kill the turrets, and you know, you have no units in your base to protect against them. So if Flash does not expect the DT drop, then it might still work, but you know, if he has any units inside of his base, then and kind of turrets on the perimeter, it gets really hard to do any damage with it.
Alright, so the aggression from Eyewater really didn't pose too much of a threat because Flash is just almighty and you know, just built a wall. We could call him the Trump of Korea right now. Anyways, all right. So
he's a pretty good Hearthstone player.
Yeah. I bet he got an earful of that during the election. But anyways, it seems like Eyewater's going to be poking in with some gateways, with some dragoons, and just kind of seeing like, oh man, you're building units. Crap. Why can't you be worse, Flash? Uh-oh, we got ourselves a big bad DT waddling in there, just all like, oh, I'm so sneaky. They're not going to be able to see me. And the siege tanks are like, yo, we see you.
DT I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. And that DT was just like, shit. And now we got a shuttle coming in with 2 DTs into the main. It seems like Flash is now pushing out. He's got a huge army.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, the scanners are not done. No turrets in the main. Oh my god.
SCVs are gonna get
if you split up the stupid...
Flash has got this.
Nah, DT is like DTing him.
Yeah, the DT can't DT so much though.
Look, he's losing all of his SCVs, and he's doing the push, but I'm not sure how successful he's gonna be, because he can pick up the DT when you scan too, because he has no anti-air.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Eyewater though, because just the contain that he's got is just too much.
I mean, even if he loses the Nexus, if he does like severe damage in Flash's base, he might still be... Did he just pick up the DT to... Yeah, you can drop the DT and the mine will explode and pick it up right before the damage is actually dealt.
Oh, scan going down. The 2 DTs are going to be able to get cleaned up. Same with the Dragoons. And GG goes down by Eyewater. Called it.
Yeah, you can't lose DTs to scans. You need to split them up better.
EXE. Well, he went for a... the Protoss went for an aggressive proxy gateway, and it was unable to provide of any use And from there, it kind of put him in a very tight position because now he's got to build a gateway back at home just in case he loses the gateway in the natural, and it's not allowing him to expand as fast as he would want to, thus making it so he had to do some sort of aggression, and the aggression failed once again. And just Flash being such the macro-oriented player was able to pump out a ridiculous amount of siege tanks and just basically
자, 첫
steamroll
번째
the Protoss.
결승 경기는 이영호 선수가 승리하면서 1대0으로 지금 앞서가고 있는
I don't
상황입니다.
get why people
자, 5판 3선승이 진행이
cheese
되고
Flash.
있고요.
Maybe because in the early game,
이영호
regardless of
선수가
player,
김윤준 선수의
early
기습적인
like
전략에
aggressive strategies are pretty much like
그래서 무난하게
straightforward. It's
세트를
either you hold it or you don't, and you know,
네.
like if I were to play a better player, I would cheese them due to the fact that that's where worse players can still win games.
네, 시작을 했대요, 경기를.
Yeah, that's the idea, but
너도 없이.
But if you feel confident in yourself, you'll try to drag it out into the late game because then you try to just hope that your mechanics can.
다시 한번 연락 한번 해보도록
yeah, but
하겠습니다.
if I were gonna
저희가
try to
지금
do
들어가야
something against Flash,
되는데
I'd probably go like 2 base arbiters or
저희가
something.
들어가기 전에 경기가 좀
If I was facing Flash,
없습니다. 지금 이영호 선수의 방에서 김윤준
or,
선수의 방에서
if I was facing Flash, I would just GG.
나와서는 안 되는 거 아니겠습니까?
Just like split my drones and be like, peace.
아, 아이들을
Well,
똑같이 만나는
same result anyway.
Exactly.
Saves you time.
네. 자, 이선정 감독과 아이들 똑같이 만들어가지고 조인을 한 다음에 경기를 시작하기 유도를 하는 정말 기이한 영상들이 좀 계속 나오고 있습니다. 아,
All right, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
네. 1대0.
아, 저 지금 궁금하네요. 저 못 봤는데.
네, 대단합니다. 네. 어쩐지 제가 들어가는데 저를 쫓아내는 거예요. 그래서 야, 이거 완전
Yeah, that's my
야, 대단합니다.
follow
정말.
notification.
아,
Lancer has
어떻게
similar one that says,
그냥 속아서
you know,
시작을
name
했다는
is now
거잖아요.
kurva, which is a Polish name, Polish word.
대단하네요, 진짜. 아, 자, 다시 한번 방에 들어와 있고요. 자, 이제 진짜입니다.
이젠 진짜입니다.
채널을 바꿔야 되나?
아니요, 채널 바꿔도 의미가 없고.
Yes, I'll get on, you know, being so good that I can kill all of Flash's workers with drops.
아, 내가 내려가야 돼.
네. 데려왔고. 고고.
I'm not sure if the unfollow and refollow thing works.
얘기하는 사람이 어디 있습니까? 그렇게 따지면. 맞냐고 물어보면 맞아요. 전화 한 번만 해달라고.
Yeah, but Romanian borrowed it from Slavic languages
조금 철저해졌어요.
because the word
이선정 감독이 들어왔지만 이선정 감독이 맞는지 한번 물어봐달라고 전화를 지금 확인을 하고 있습니다.
kurva has to do
자,
with
전화로 확인을 하게 되면 저희가 화면을 넘겨드리고요. 경기는 바로 시작되도록 하겠습니다. 자, 고고!
like chickens.
아직 시작 안 됐어요. 네.
Finals are being played right now. We just saw Flash win the first game of the finals.
자, 경기 시작됐습니다.
Suka means literally bitch in both meanings, female dog and also as a swear.
두 번째
And
경기가
bled is
시작됐습니다. 이영호
whore.
선수 그리고 김윤중 선수의 결승전이고요.
But they're just
1대0으로
used as
이영호
expletives, just
선수가
like
첫
Suka.
번째 경기를
Yeah.
가져왔습니다. 1대0 한시 지역의 이영호 선수의 지역이고요. 자, 이에 맞서는 김윤중 선수의 지역은 5시 지역 프로토스입니다. 자, 첫 번째 경기를 김윤중
Yeah,
선수가
man.
가져오는데 실패를 했습니다.
Oh,
두 번의 전략을 걸었었는데
second
두 번의
game started.
전략을 활동해서 이영호 선수가 모두 다 깔끔한 수비가 나오면서 그리고 깔끔한 타이밍까지 보여주면서 이영호 선수가 첫 번째 경기를 무난하게 가져가면서 1대 0상을 만들어주고
Alright,
있고요.
Flash in the
자, 두 번째
top
경기가
right.
시작이
Is
됐습니다.
this circuit breakers? That's what it looks like. Of course, it's gonna end up being some other map because I can't tell maps
아이디
by the spawning
식빵팀님 매니저
position.
드렸으니까 진짜 말 심하게 하시는 분 강퇴 좀 시켜주세요.
And Eyewater,
지금은 별다른 움직임이 크게 없습니다.
artist formerly known as
회심의
Shuttle,
인격을 좀 가했었는데 이영호
as
선수가
I like to
너무나
call him.
깔끔한 심시티를 보여주면서 오히려 김윤중 선수가
is in the
당황했었던 그런
bottom
첫
right.
번째 경기였습니다.
오늘 이영호 선수가 아까 뭐
Starting with a supply depot, a wise choice.
오늘 오늘 철군인과 합방을 한다고
Hermon
하더라고요.
missing out on all this amazing SBB building action.
정모까지 한다고 하니까 여러분들 그것도 끝나고 많이 봐주세요. 이렇게 홍보해드려요. 뭐 제가 꼭 안 하더라도 철군님 방송은 많이 보시니까.
Putting his barracks here, so probably barracks expand.
그렇죠.
But what do I know?
지금 이영호 선수가 진짜 경기력이 거의 압도적이에요.
물이 올랐습니다. 순간 그 위기 상황에 대한 대처 능력.
We have a normal build for
빠르게 미니맵을 보는
ice shuttle.
모든 것들을 지금 다 이영호 선수가 좀 충족을 시키고 있거든요. 이러면 거의 이제 우승각 아니겠어요?
그렇죠.
네, 경기는
No,
뭐
12
안
next
끝났지만 지금
shenanigans.
선수의 어떤 그 컨디션이나 이런 페이스는 최고조입니다.
여러분들 보시면서 추천이랑 딜차 한 번만 눌러주시고.
We'll see
눌러주세요.
what they choose to
김윤중
go into next.
선수가 우리 식빵 감독님이 얘기한 것처럼
These positions are kind of
그 넘버원의 그 힘을 지금
weird because they're
근데 넘버원이지만
probably the closest by ground in circuit breakers.
넘버원이다.
네.
I mean, it certainly feels that way.
스타일은 쉽게 못 고쳐요. 어쩔 수가 없어요.
근데 그 첫 번째 경기는 꼬라박 스타일 나오기도 전에 경기가
Because the entrances
끝나버렸기 때문에
go down
선수의 그
and
장점을 좀 보여줄 만한
so
중장기전까지는 좀 가야
these
되는
are the two
김윤중이에요.
closest
근데
entrances.
진짜 김윤중 선수는 너무 그 스타일을
네.
보완 단시간에 보완시킬 수 있는 그런.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry for taking so long.
자기가 한 번만.
I've been trying to cast how Flash is so good at building SCVs, but it wasn't
위치도
very
발견을
exciting.
했고 그다음에 빠르게 사업을 돌리는 것.
All right. Anyways, so what did I miss?
Barracks expand.
Barracks expand, and the Protoss is doing a standard one gate Cybo range.
Yeah.
Bam! How did I know? Standard. All right, sweet. So we got Circuit Breaker, which is always a fun map. We already got a good taste of that on
Not just
the
one,
last show
multiple
match.
circuit breakers.
Oh, sorry. I wonder who broke those circuits. Flash.
Wow.
Wow. Thanks, Owen Wilson. Anyways,
You know,
so what?
somebody, I actually say these things in real life, and some people, they just think I'm saying well or other random things. I even say like random StarCraft memes in real life, and people just assume I know what I'm talking about. Like they just think I say something completely different, and they nod and smile. And it's
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always try to do like really subtle things around people, and I do it when I cast like Icy Cup. I'll always say meow instead of now, and I don't know, a few people get it, and that's all that really matters. The subtle things are what get to me. I love it.
yeah, but like I say this to like women.
Oh, I say whatever the fuck I want to women. I don't care. Being married, you just don't give fucks no more.
Well, even not being married, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but then it's harder.
No, because look, if you do give a fuck, then it's harder. If you don't give a fuck, then it's easier.
What are you talking about, like friend zone?
No, I'm talking about like if you behave like you care too much about things, then I don't know. People
All right.
tend to think they're too serious.
Yeah. All right. So it seems like we've got some of the Dragoon range pressure going to the bunker of Flash. Flash with the ready response of the SCVs coming in for the repair, and it looks like we got a robotics facility going down with an observatory. So it seems like Eyewater is going to be going for more of just a macro intensive play style. More than likely going to be throwing a third down at the mineral only expansion right next to his natural main. So seems like we're going to be seeing kind of more dragged out game. Kind of a slower beginning, but we're going to be seeing some trading probably within the next like 4 minutes once Flash gets up some factories and some additional gateways get thrown down for Eyewater.
I actually saw a game with the same kind of being like this, but I think the Protoss had maybe 2 Gator, or I don't know why, but the bunker was really low and dying, and it was like 1 volley from getting killed. But of course the Dragoons were in whole position, so they don't run into the damn bunker because they're so stupid. And then it was actually Scan. Scan unloads all of his Marines so that the Dragoons target the Marines, and the bunker gets like a few more hit points so it doesn't die. It's kind of
those small things, man, they help out so much.
Yeah, I mean, he would have just died if the bunker died. Like, all the Dragoons would just run in and just kill his 1 tank, and his 4 Marines, it'd be over. But like, just keeping that like bunker alive and having like a sim city behind it so the tank is not super exposed. It's one of those things where, like, if you don't play Brood War and you don't like understand how to do that one thing, you're just gonna die to something that nobody else dies to, but you died because you don't understand. You don't know.
Yeah, the beauty of StarCraft is it's a good thing to know what you're dealing with, but a lot of stuff just comes through trial and error, and not just because like a lot of people think that you lost because of like a bad play style or something. I mean, you could do everything right and still just get outplayed by an opponent. Doesn't mean what you're doing was wrong. It was just you know, those small subtle things add up to the point where, you know, a good player can just be like, all right, I'm strong enough advantage now that I can just push and win. And
I think he watched
snap.
ASL.
Yeah,
that
right.
build order straight out of Stork.
Dang. If Flash scouts this out, then I'm just gonna walk away.
No, Shadow is just gonna put the it's like, oh, I can't place the stupid, what's the building for carriers again?
Stargate. Crap. Fleet Beacon.
Fleet Beacon. He's just gonna put it in his main base because he doesn't space in that little area.
Watch him build another pylon.
Space.
Freaking pylon range OP.
I know, it didn't look like you could fit it. No, well, here's an interesting point. Does he get the +1 attack upgrade for the carriers? Because if you scan, you see it spinning, and like, uh-oh, carriers, right? I mean, the range has been done for years.
I mean, that makes sense.
But if you don't get it, your carriers suck.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
They
not
do like
sure.
0 damage, because Goliaths have armor, so you attack a Goliath with an unupgraded carrier, it's like, it's gonna take a year to kill it.
Interceptors only get +1 off the upgrade, though, right?
Yeah,
it's not
but like
+2 or anything.
they only do like 5 damage or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's
So
still
with 1
beneficial.
armor, that's only 4. 4 to 5 is a 20%, 25% increase.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25% increase. That's huge.
I'm not good with math, but I'll go with that. All right, so I wish they would look at the cybernetics core to be able to verify.
Oh, it's
Nope,
not
no
spinning.
+1.
So he's hiding it. He's like, nah,
Not risking it.
not risking it. Yeah, he's like, he won't have any Goliaths when I move out. He's gonna get 4 carriers, and then he's just gonna like fly over the factories and just kill the factories. Like, what are you
You
gonna
think he's going straight factory? Or do you think he's going to be sniping CCs? Or sniping siege tank and then just pushing with the Dragoons?
all of the above at the same time?
Oh, yeah, you just answers D.
Yes.
All right. It's always D. It works 60% of the time, all the time. Anchorman reference, if you don't know.
I've heard that reference. I haven't even watched Anchorman, and I still heard of that reference.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, so Flash is taking 4 bases, and oh my God! Oh, I'm walking away. I'm walking away.
Well, he has 2
Jesus.
carriers out, so he can like.
Oh my
I mean,
God!
he needs to like start
Flash.
flying them over now. There's no reason to keep him hidden anymore. Fly over and kill some SCVs.
I mean, like,
플래시.
I can't.
Pureshi.
자, 사업 돌리고
TL
있죠,
no.
지금.
Pureshi means flash in Korean.
네.
The smile on my face right now is just like I'm cheesing to the next level of just like
계속 보면서 눈치를
how
주고
impressed I am by Flash.
감이 있는 거죠.
Well, they have
That-
3 interceptors each. That's a lot of interceptor. Nah.
That-
Pureshi.
Oh my god.
It's a
Flash.
sound.
Is Flash really just going to win this show match 3-0?
If I asked you before it happened, like, is Flash gonna beat everybody without losing a match? Would you say it's not likely to happen? I would say you'd think it's pretty likely to happen.
I mean, but still, just like it's just not even like fathomable of just like the ponage he just puts down.
But the thing is, he can still lose because it's carriers on circuit
No.
breaker. Wait,
No,
you can't
against-
lose. It's
it's-
carriers on circuit breakers.
Dude, Flash.
He can lose his natural though because there's that area where it's like carriers or OP.
자, 캐리어 내기.
I wish it wasn't 5 o'clock in the morning for me so I could freak out more. But alright, so it looks like we've got Eyewater pushing in, killing off some spider mines, and Jesus Christ, the army of Flash is just ridiculous. Eyewater's 190 supply and
벌집을 쑤신 것처럼
Flash
병력이
is
쏟아지고 있습니다.
190.
188.
Yeah, he was just
So-
190 as well.
Oh my god, Flash.
팬케이크밖에 없습니까?
It's 13 minutes into the game. Jesus Christ, he's already maxed with 1
Four base maxed out.
2-1 soon.
He's just God.
타이밍이 굉장히 이원 선수가 좋고요.
Oh, those interceptors, they were very useful.
여기서 이거 라인 밀리면은 멀티를 지켜낼 수가 없단 말이죠.
Useless, I know. Alright, so I think Flash is literally just going to push and win this game right now. Without, like, basically just a one battle, like, victory.
Oh snap, Storm, good unit.
자, 콜리안.
Storm doesn't matter
콜리안한테 붙어야 돼,
when
콜리안한테.
you're facing Flash.
뒤에 맞네요.
Like,
아, 그리고 또 내려와요, 병력이.
alright, I'll give it to him. These carriers are doing a significant amount of damage, actually, and able to kill off a couple of siege tanks, but the siege tanks are able to get into there. It seems like he's pulling back the carriers just to get a couple more extra interceptors. He retreats the probes out of the third, and it seems like he's going to the fourth and fifth and sixth of the Protoss. Carrier, it's a really nice position right there. He's able to use the choke to his advantage. Even with the Goliath's really long range, he's able to still pick off a couple kills on some of the units. But once
He's
again, he's going
actually
to have to
targeting
retreat.
tanks
due to the-
because he wants just to face Goliaths, you know? So
Yeah, well, if he takes out the tanks, less of a threat for the Dragoons. And with the Dragoons, he's able to kill off the Goliaths easy peasy. It seems like he lost pretty much his entire army, so now he's going to be retreating. It was definitely good pressure. Delayed some mining out of the third of the mineral only. But at the same time, Eyewater's got so many bases that it's pretty much irrelevant. I mean, they stopped making harvesters at 60, so it's pretty much those harvesters have got so many other places to go
Flash's
mine from that. It's
Doom
kind of
push got actually beaten back.
yeah.
Are we getting scared for Flash now?
I'm not getting scared for him, but he tried doing some damage. He's gonna max out, or not entirely max out on Goliath, but he's definitely gonna get a big Goliath number. The only thing that I'm kind of worried about is if Eyewater starts moving around more and like not attacking into this choke right now, because that's definitely not what he should be doing. And if he like goes to attack the 12 o'clock position due to Flash's SimCities makes it kind of difficult for him to engage. But these carriers are actually providing a huge nuisance for these Goliaths, really distracting the focus of the Goliaths, which make it so the Dragoons don't have as much damage inflicting on them. But at the same time, just with that choke engagement, it was definitely inefficient for the Protoss. Yeah, it'd be better if he went for the mineral only through that kind of channel. But I don't know. Eyewater just kind of containing Flash as of right now. Flash is going to try to push out. Huge storm on the Goliaths, doing significant amount of damage. And just once again, the carriers being able to pick up some remaining units, still losing some Dragoons in the process.
So there aren't that many Goliaths, and there's that choke that they have to walk through, and they get stopped because they auto-acquire the interceptors, so it's surprisingly effective because the Goliaths are mostly hitting the interceptors and they cannot get to the carriers very easily. But once you run out of ground troops, you kind of have to retreat with your carriers because they're not very good, you know, actually going against a mostly Goliath army. But if you have something like Zealots and a bunch of Dragoons, then you're good. Zealots are not great against Goliaths because it takes too long to actually get there and they get clumped up and stuff, but having a large Dragoon count is very effective against Goliaths because Goliaths take full damage from explosive damage, and Dragoon's good unit. So that's
Dragoon's definitely the best unit to use against mech army, but huge storm going down on the army of Flash, taking out a good amount of siege tanks and doing significant amount of damage to the Goliaths, which is allowing the carriers to do being able to allow the carriers to kill off the remaining Goliath. And a little bit of a multi-pronged attack going down at the top left-hand corner of that Flash's base, losing the fuse. And Flash is throwing down the GG! Where? What?
He lost all of his bases on the left side to a small force, and then he lost his 3, so he was stuck on 3 base, and his push died. So carrier's good unit, even on circuit breakers.
Wow. Like I definitely didn't expect Flash to just kind of like tap out so easily. Like I mean, I understand like he was not in a good position, but I definitely thought he was going to put up more of a fight than that. So
well, the problem is you can't come back against carriers because carriers, you know, they kind of, you can't deal damage to them if you have not enough Goliaths. If you don't kill all the carriers, then your engagement was bad. Usually, like if you just kill some carriers, then you probably spent way too many Goliaths trying to chase them down, like, you know, through Zealots and Dragoons.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I was definitely expecting like Flash to at least do some sort of like, I don't know, like ghost lockdown, or I don't know. I expected more out of Flash on that. Like maybe he just kind of like conserving himself for the other games just to kind of like blow up. But that was definitely really interesting to see that. And currently the series is 1-1 out of a best of 5. So it seems like Eyewater's putting up a good fight, and we should be going hopefully to the match 5, which would definitely be interesting.
Spicy little probe.
That's a spicy probe.
Sending it out real early to proxy pylon and make a gateway in the middle of the map.
Nonsense. It's just he wants to go see Terran, you know? He just wants to hang out with his homies.
Or maybe he'll just proxy inside of the Terran's base. Maybe he'll manor gateway. Did you see that game where it was a PvP and the guy got manor nexus and manor gatewayed inside of his base and actually lost?
Oh Jesus! I didn't see that, but that's just sad.
Well, because he couldn't mine anything and he got manor gatewayed. Like, it's so much mineral blocking. But your timing has to be really
I hate Protoss. I just want to reiterate
you don't get
that.
mana pyloned.
전승으로 가지 않았습니까? 이번에 전승
I get manner cannon rushed.
That's your fault, because if you go pool first, I mean, you just didn't scout it.
캐리어가 발견될
I mean,
때까지는 이거
I go hatch first against Protoss, and then they get freaking Corsairs up in 5 minutes. If they saw me do it. Not sure if we're...
270에서 300 정도 나옵니다.
나이에 비해서 그렇게 나쁘지가 않은데요.
아니 뭐 나이 많은 사람은 APM
네, 느려요. 느릴 수밖에 없어. 당연한 거죠, 그건.
Oh, SCV. You just watch him cut left.
네, 많이 해봐야 200 나오겠죠. 아니면 뭐
Nope, he's just gonna scout out the base. All right.
너무 느린데요?
지금 나이가
Oh,
내일모레
Flash.
마흔이에요.
So innocent right now.
제가 알기로는 그렇게 빠르지 않아요.
저 손 빨랐어요, 진짜.
빨랐어요?
네, 저 진짜 빨랐어요.
아니었던 것 같은데.
오호.
아니었던 것 같은데.
저 그때 최윤기 선수랑 앞뒤를 앞서거니 뒤서거니 했던.
So he's getting the command center, and that's gonna get cancelled.
Oh, quick CC. You should have expected. Oh, he cancels it
But
instantly.
he blocks, but that's a loss of 100 minerals right there. Rod
Yeah.
뭐 이런 생각을 했던 것 같습니다.
그래도 입구가 막힌 게 빠른.
Alright, he's going to be able to hold this off relatively well. Oh, gets a shot off on the Marine. Kind of sloppy control right there. But he doesn't lose the Marine, so that's important. The Cybernetics core is now going down for the Protoss, so we're going to be seeing the Dragoon range more than likely coming. SCV is going to be able to get out, even though there's another SCV already in the main. I think he's just trying to scout out to see where the gateway is at, just so he knows for future reference. So if he does be able to push back these zealots, he's going to be able to kill off that infrastructure pretty easy.
지금 진짜 김윤중 선수는 짜증 날 거예요. 왜냐면은 여기가 게이트가 없거든요.
Okay, so he's getting
이
that
정찰 SCB를 끊으려면은 여기서 여기까지 와야 돼요. 드래곤이. 근데 지금 경기가 안 그래도 걸려서 지금.
I mean, it's not too cheesy for the Protoss to do the proxy gate.
Because they're still gonna keep that gateway for a while, and then by the time Terran actually cares enough to go out and kill it, it's already like so late in the game. You have like a million gateways. It's generally not worth to actually commit to like I'm going to kill his gateway because it's 250 to lose that.
Alright, so the Dragoons are getting into the ramp of the main of Flash. He's going to be able to lay waste to the supply depot. I wonder if Flash is actually going to opt to repair. Yeah, okay, he does repair the supply depot, so it's making it so he can live a little bit longer. Because if that supply depot goes down, there's zealots readily available to just push and kill off that bunker, easy peasy. But
nice game of cat and mouse where
loses the Marine, loses the second Marine,
Dragoon, and then the zealots. To hit the Marines.
Yeah, really back and forth, and kind of interesting play on both the halves. Losing a few Marines, but lost a Dragoon as well. So, I mean, as long as Flash holds,
Marines, you're so happy.
Yeah, I mean, 150 minerals is it for a Dragoon? And of course, gas. Yeah, it's 125. All right.
Thing is, though, you're only making Marines because you can't make anything else for a while. So it's like, and then once you're done making the Marines, you're like, God, these units suck. So you just like throw them away. Or you scan and then you go deep 6 and add more barracks. But that's just crazy.
So like someone just pointed out in the chat, the Protoss went for a Cybo Nexus before the second gate. So it seems like he's just trying to get kind of back into the economic portion of the game, but it seems like he's still producing units as well. Going to try to apply a little bit of pressure, kind of just testing and poking the Terran just to see where he's at with everything. The Zealot's actually going into the SCV line, being able to kill off some of the Marines. Oh, and he's actually pushing into the siege tanks. He snipes one siege tank, which is really nice. I mean, always trying to keep the
This is not a
siege tank.
wall. He put his barracks there, but it didn't make a zealot type wall, so he could just walk in there and kill siege tanks. This was, if you can just kill siege tanks early game, you will do that as a Protoss. It's pretty good. And unlike in StarCraft 2, you cannot salvage that useless ass bunker. You're gonna have to kill it yourself.
You know, I'm curious to know if Iwater like happened to watch Flash's game while he was playing, just to like kind of get an idea, because it's pretty much the same exact build. Actually, disregard. I'm thinking of ASL. My brain's going crazy. It's 6:30 in the morning for me. I apologize.
It was just 5 in the morning half an hour ago. Your time settings are crazy.
I am crazy, dude.
I was like, aren't you in a different time zone than me? How come it's 5 in the morning for both of us?
What time zone are you in?
Just Pacific.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm in Mountain.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right, so Shuttle picks up a Reaver and Zealot, so we're going to be seeing some sort of aggression. The Pylon's going to get knocked out, and more than likely he's going to... it seems like he's going to completely disregard the gateway to the north, and it seems like he's going to try to apply some pressure. He definitely has a good army to do some sort of damage, but at the same time, we've got Iwater bringing a shuttle with a Zealot, or Zealot Reaver combo, so he could do some significant amount of damage as well. And there's really nothing
There's like
there.
No turrets anywhere.
No turrets, and really nothing scouted. Like a barracks lifted up in the distance to scout this out. So right now, big Spider-Man goes off, and the Reaver gets dropped, but the Scarab gets kind of caught off guard by the.
Oh, it's a fast. At least it's a fast shuttle, so the shuttle GTFOs. The SCVs kill the Reaver.
Yeah, with support of the siege tank.
Oh, this kind of thing happens.
Wow.
And then there's this map. Specifically.
Oh, loses the shuttle. That was clutch. So, like I was saying earlier, I like how just different maps like this allow some like different types of strategies. Really smart use out of the higher ground from Flash, able to knock down the pylons at the natural, and able to make the probes pull back and retreat to the main, delaying the economy of the Protoss just by a little bit. The Protoss is going to try to push up a really smart spider mine placement, once again just buying time. And every second is a delayed mining for the Protoss. And oh my god, Flash is saving some spider mines to once again just delay these Dragoons from killing off the siege tanks. Losing one Dragoon in the process, and probes still just pulled back. It seems like Flash is going to continuously rally units to the natural, just constantly put on the pressure. One Dragoon at the proxy gateway, just kind of hanging back because he knows there's spider mines.
When can't even mine from your natural.
Yeah, dude, it's freaking Flash.
It's not Flash, it's this map. Like, who thought this was a good idea?
The designer.
Yeah. Okay. Riba!
Whoa, the Reaver gets dropped, kills off the siege tanks on the higher ground. So now the Protoss has definitely got a little bit of an advantage, but the Wraith is able to provide a little bit of sight for the siege tank on the lower ground. But everything from the Protoss army is able to clean up
Ooh,
the
he
rest
lost
of
his
the
Nexus.
army, but loses the Nexus process.
You know, you might as well long distance mine because he's so oversaturated in his main.
지금 넥서스 짓고 다시 갈
Yeah,
수는
that's what he's gonna
있겠지만
do. He's gonna long distance mine and get.
불리해져 버렸어.
The Flash has been mining happily
별풍선 한 개로 팬가입
from 2
감사합니다.
bases for a while.
용카님 어디서 많이 들어봤는데.
So I was gonna have to take a third
길드 3.33 길드.
because he's not gonna be able to just like go and kill Flash. One does not just kill Flash.
All right, so Protoss is kind of in a very tight position right now. Let's see if he tries to do any type of extra shenanigans out of this. Maybe like, dare I say, 2-star gate carrier?
He can't even afford it. He only has 1 base so far.
Show me the money.
Only Flash gets to use that.
double.
Oh, double Reaver and does a lot of damage. Loses 1 Reaver. Does he get? He kills off all the siege tanks right now. So right now, Eyewater's in the great position right now. SCVs are pulled off to combat against the Dragoons. Oh yeah, SCVs getting in the way, but these extra Dragoons that aren't caught up in the SCVs are able to lay waste to a significant amount of harvesters. Siege tank in the mix. Kind of a miss micro on behalf of Flash, but he actually hides the siege tank under the barracks and is able to kill off the Dragoons. Really, really smart play and a quick.
I love Command and Conquer.
Yeah, right. And I love the situational awareness of Flash, just noticing that the barracks was lifted. So he was like, man, I'm going to use this to my advantage because if he lost that siege tank, those Dragoons would have been able to lay waste to their Vulture and Goliath that were there. So really, really, really smart play by Flash.
SCV good unit.
Yeah. Flash better unit. All right, so it seems like Eyewater's once again going to put a little bit of extra pressure onto the Terran army. He's got an observer with a pretty big amount of Dragoon. Oh, did that take damage? Oh, that Spider-Man was able to do a significant amount of damage.
You have an observer spotting the mines and the Dragoons still run into damn mines anyway?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. And all right, so we got to the double bridge towards the Flash's base, and one siege tank is siege and is going to be able to lay down a significant amount of damage to a few of the Dragoons. One basically minimal health, and it seems like we got a dropship with 4 Vultures going to the north portion of Eyewater's base. He's going to be able to get those Vultures dropped without any type of harm, and he's going to go straight for the probe line and do a significant amount of damage. Oh, in the GG with the multi-pronged Vulture attack at the 3rd. Oh my god, Flash. You are disgusting.
Yeah, but you know, like, when Flash is getting his 3rd up, and like, if you're getting your 3rd up, you don't feel good. You're like, I'm behind Flash in expansions and Protoss.
Okay, so right now I would really, really love to see Shuttle win this next match, just because I want to see Game 5. I just it'd just be entertaining.
I want Flash to win because I'm getting tired. I don't want to go to sleep. But if Shuttle takes this, I will stay up to the bitter end.
We've made it this far, man. There's no turning back.
No. Hold on. Gotta get some fuel in.
Yeah, amen. I'll be right back. I gotta shut the door.
자, 경기
Yes, I am
시작됐습니다.
eating
매번
obnoxiously
서브
loud
한번
just
넘겨주면
because.
제가 바로 말씀드리겠습니다. 자, 스코어는 지금 2대1 상황이고요. 이영호 선수가 한 경기를 앞서가고 있습니다. 매치 포인트가 될 수 있습니다. 저 한시적인
Oh
이영호
snap!
플래시.
Game began.
Yeah, and thank you everyone for tuning in. This is Urban and IOPG casting the SBB Starleague tournament. Currently in the finals, Flash versus Eyewater, and the map we are watching is I don't. What map are they playing on?
집중해야 돼요, 저희. 네. 자, 김윤중은 따라가야 되고요. 자, 옥색에.
Okay, because this is the first time we've gotten through all the first three maps, so I wonder what this map selection is. I mean, honestly, from the start out, it looks like circuit breakers, but we already seen it, so maybe match point.
그러니까 이영호 선수는
you keep wanting it to be match point. It's never gonna
I
be
do.
match point.
I love match point. It's a fun map. All right. Don't take that from me.
It's like house. It's never lupus.
But I mean, like, what other maps have this
Andromeda.
tile? You know. Oh my God! If it was Andromeda, the map would be so much like the mini map revealing would be so much smaller.
Yeah, because that might be
It's such a
huge.
big map. It's freaking ginormous.
약간 받아치는 반격기 뭐 이런 것들을 좀 이영호 선수가 좀 활용을 하고 있는데 그런 것들이 다 이제 성공을 하면서 지금 2대1. 아까 저 깜짝 캐리어가 나온 이후에 살짝 대처를 못한 뭐 이런 상황만 빼놓고 이영호 선수 경기가 지금
So what you eating?
지금 한 경기만 더 승리하게 되면
I'm eating
이영호 선수를
tortilla chips. I don't want to say which brand because they haven't paid me to advertise yet, so you know.
밑도 끝도 없이
Oh wow! It's circuit breakers again.
뭐 상대 슈브
Yeah, you could totally tell that it wasn't friggin' match point.
Screw you! I want match point.
이영호 선수 경기들 보면 다 안전하게 하지 않습니까?
배제 왕이 돼야 된다.
Maybe they'll play match point next game after Shuttle wrecks Flash.
그냥 너
With the 2-star gate carrier crashing once again.
Oh my God, Flash is a noob. He just that when you build the supply depot there, it actually makes your gas mine slightly slower because the SCV AI starts to make them like wig out.
It really comes down to just the timing. If you pull out your SCV and just put them back in, because it happens with ZBZ as well, with the spawning pool and like creep, spore, spire, whatever you got in the mix. As long as you get the timing right, it fixes that issue.
그래요.
But no, I know exactly what you're talking about, where they just kind of like go out of the way just a little bit.
They start to go like in a triangle motion. Yeah.
사업도 다 봤고요.
But anyway,
사업을 좀 취소한다면 뭐 색다른 이런
I have
일이
not
어떻게
been able to
나간다든가.
get more than
네.
308
그러게 너무 많이 왔네. 아, 이것도
gas
SCV를 또
per minute.
잡아주지 못했습니다. 아, 이거 안 잡혀요. 아우, 얄밉지
Don't
않습니까?
die on me.
상대방 입장에서 봤을 때는 네, 끝까지 파고드는 거 보세요. 드라곤은 말도 안 듣는데.
Damn
프로브랑
spicy
엎혀가지고 진짜.
chips.
You're staying true to your word. All right, so it seems like we got ourselves a factory. Rax is getting lift, so more likely we'll be seeing a expansion coming down momentarily from the Terran. And Protoss is throwing down a natural nexus. And just now scouting out with his
긍정적으로 하네요. 나가서 멀티를
Dragoons?
보여주는데 엔진 위에다가 이제 커맨드 센터를
Yeah.
올려주고 있는 이영호 선수.
Scaramanga, I see him on Shield Battery all the time. Have you played on Shield Battery?
다음 스케줄도 또 있으니까.
Yeah.
네,
Who are you talking about though?
선수가 이영호 선수를
Guy in chat, TA Scaramanga.
Oh, okay.
오늘은 끝나시고 뭐 하시나요? 이분인데.
밥 먹어야죠 가서 이제.
아, 밥 먹고
네,
집으로
네.
퇴근.
It's
So
사준다면서요.
weird because it's hard to stream it because it is like full resolution instead of like resized.
스페셜 돈가스 요새
So
잘
I'm
나오고
not sure if I'm a fan of Shield Battery yet. Maybe if they
네, 양꼬치
add more
양꼬치나요?
interesting features.
미꾸라지.
oh, more of just like fix it so obs can pick it up better.
미꾸라지는 안 먹어요.
Because I tried streaming Shield Battery yesterday.
They can pick
And,
it up,
it
but
didn't
like
work.
the resolution is huge because it just stretches the image.
Ah, okay. All right, but it seems like the second factory is going down. We got a couple of extra Marines being built. A huge SCB transfer going down as of right now, and the
대각선이라
Tearing Command Center should be
좀 빠르게
planted
찌르기는 하는데
now. All right, so
달려와서 이래연
no
불쌍하게
bunker as of
그런
yet,
입장이니까
but
그냥
just
안 먹는 거야.
pure
양무 주고
units
야 이거
out for
Oh,
드래곤 한 마리를 주고
are able
yeah.
to
진짜
push back
Rip
the
tank.
three
이득을
Dragoon.
거뒀어요. 김민훈 선수.
Loses one
김민훈 선수가
siege
겁이
tank in the
없는 것
process,
같아요.
but kills off one Dragoon, so it's going to be able to buy him some time for the time
그렇죠.
being.
해병이 없는 것도 아니라 5마리까지 있었는데
네네. 자 탱크 위치 중요하죠. 자, 탱크 살짝 빼가면서 와 어디까지
17
어디까지 와
Got him, boys. Not sure if
Oh.
worth.
네.
He lost 4 Dragoons to get 1 tank.
선수가 좀 많이
네.
손해를 봤다고는 할
Yeah.
수 있죠. 마지막 이거 탱크까지 못 잡았으면은 진짜 게임 터졌을
I
수도
mean,
있을 거고.
3드라곤을 내주면서
If he had like 10 more Dragoons, it would be totally worth.
그나마 다행이긴 하지만 그래도 교환적인 부분에서
Yeah, right.
선수가 좀 이득을 보지 않았나.
글쎄요 이거.
지금 저는 어느
I mean, 4 Dragoons to 2 siege tanks.
도망갈 줄 알았거든요. 근데
네.
갑자기
I don't know.
띄우고 끝까지
No, that's worth. But
쫓아가더라고요. 그냥
4
거의
Dragoons for
키노크.
1 siege
넌
tank.
나한테 오늘
Because he first lost
이런 느낌으로.
some. He first lost 2 to kill the first one, and then he lost
Yeah.
4 more to kill the. So it's total 6. The first trade was really good. The second trade, questionable.
버리겠다. 지금 이런 생각 갖고 있습니다. 드라곤도 초반에 잡혔겠다. 이영호 선수가 망설일 이유가 전혀 없죠.
It's not Bisu, it's
옵저버로 확인했지만
It's Eyewater,
않아요.
aka
벌써도
Shovel,
많고요.
versus Flash.
지금
So apparently in his clan, he needed to be
만약 있었다고 하면은 이
like
병력이랑 한번
a
싸워보자
unit from
하는데
Starcraft, so he picked Shuttle, but then he didn't like it, so he's like, finally, I can name myself whatever I want, so I want to be Eyewater.
탱크부터.
지금
Oh, Dragoon's getting a little bit of too aggressive right there. Tries to go in for a siege tank, unable to get that previous one, but it was able to snipe off a second one. Only losing 1 Dragoon in the process. One like there's the second one that goes down due to the vultures, and it seems like Flash is going for some sort of aggression now. A very high Marine vulture count. Only 2 siege tanks to be able to provide a little bit of support. More than likely, he does have siege upgrade done, and catches the Dragoon off guard. And it seems like this might be the end for Eyewater as of right now. Eyewater trying to come back with a few of the Dragoons that were sniping us some siege tanks.
If you make that many Marines, might as well make medics. I don't know. Like he made like
make more, right?
10 more Marines.
He's not sieging the siege tanks yet, losing a lot of probes in the process, but the Terran army might get cleaned up as of right now, but completely devastating the economy of Eyewater. So definitely a good trade. It's just you won't be seeing Flash doing any type of progression for a moment, for a few moments. Spider-Man's coming down at the top of the natural,
Does he
able to
not
kill
have
off a
siege at
few of
all,
the Dragoons
or
in his
what?
help. No, I think he sacrificed it in order to pump out an extra factory and get that aggression going. 1 vulture actually getting a few kills, 3 kills. I was unable to get the 4th
I
one.
don't know. It's 8 minutes and 40 seconds into the game. I'm sure he has siege, right?
역전이요?
It'd be crazy if he didn't have siege at all.
역전은 지금
One would
솔직히
hope.
냉정하게 말하면 힘들지만 그래도
네.
어느
이거를요?
정도 최선을 끝까지
And a third is getting placed out at the mineral only from Flash, really taking advantage of his economic advantage that he just made, killing off a few probes at the third as well, just being as annoying as humanly possible and doing a pretty good job at it.
힘들지만 왜냐면은 지금 발업도 찍히지도 않았고
네. 일단 탱크를 그냥 올려놓고 있는데.
Arbiters?
근데 지금
Arbiters already.
어떻게 하겠어요? 여기서
Well, it's 3 base arbiters. It's not even 2 base. It's just normal arbiters. It's not even a build with a name on it. It's just arbiters.
Yeah, right. The new meta is what you're talking about, right? The new late game PVT arbiter build.
The mass arbiter build.
It's equivalent to the TVZ mass science vessel build. Wow, Vulture's just straight taking out a Dragoon like they don't even care.
저 오지 말아라. 제발 오지 말아라.
No, because side whistles don't actually do damage. Side whistles like more like High Templar.
시간이 지난다고 하더라도 김은재 선수에게 상황이
Against Zerg, they just irradiate everything and just
Yeah,
make you feel
so
so
it's
bad.
more like going mass ghosts. That's the equivalent.
네.
Oh my god, mass ghost. That is the counter to mass arbiter.
That's what I was hoping to see out of Flash in the last game on Circuit Breakers, but unfortunately it did not happen.
네.
꼭 여러분들이 저를 많이 도와주셔야 돼요.
살려주세요.
저만 이렇게 으쌰으쌰해서 대회 여는 게 아니라 여러분들이
함께.
저를
네,
I wonder if
같이.
Flash actually prepared that build or if he
해주셔야
just
저도
like
대회를 여는
said,
입장에서도 흥이
I'll make
나거든요.
unit.
이선정은 춤추게 해야
You know,
된다.
sometimes I tell people that
네.
my build is the make unit build.
아,
춤추게
실제
하면은
실제 춤이 아니라 너무
아, 그렇죠.
춤추게
A
You
lot of
make
people
units.
네.
of my skill level do not make units.
이런 얘기였습니다.
그렇죠.
네, 네.
They just sit
진짜
there.
말 잘하시네요, 제가 봤을 때.
Yeah, they just try to macro.
말 이렇게
No, they
표현하는
just
것도
don't do
거의
anything.
진짜
I was just trying to be nice.
청문회 나가시면은
에이 무슨 소리 하는 거야
They
지금.
do the
사람이랑
bank money
무슨
build.
잘 가다가
진짜
Which is always
잘하시는
fun.
거예요.
정치 얘기는 하지 마세요.
아,
예,
네, 알겠습니다.
예, 전혀 관심이
It's also
없습니다.
the
Alright.
easiest build.
So
병력의 양이 많습니다.
Eyewater able to clean up a couple of the vultures, but it seems like Flash is starting to push out with some of the siege tanks, and definitely has a pretty big army. He's got 6 factories and one other factory with the machine shop, so total of 7 factories with a +1. I think working on his +2 ground attack, and the army size of Eyewater is severely lacking. If he does get that shuttle with Zealots and does some sort of drop, he's going to be able to do a significant amount of damage if the siege tanks siege up. But at the same time, he's going to more than likely lose that shuttle after dropping the Zealots to the Goliaths. Trying to do as much micro as he can by retreating and trying to pop off a few shots if he can, but this third is going down, and Eyewater is completely aware and retreats the probes back to the natural.
네.
근데 한 세트라도 땄지만
Flash has a lot
땄을
of
때 욕심을 부렸을 거란 말이야. 내가 우승할 수 있어.
Flash has a lot of everything.
not that many tanks actually, only 4.
아, GG!
You can't kill those tanks. There's so many vultures.
Yeah. And big engagement going down. This might be settle everything. Siege tanks firing on the Dragoons. The vultures come in and the GG goes down. And Eyewater gives up and the series is over.
승리 축하드립니다. 박수 한번 주세요.
Fresh wins.
최종 우승자는
Jesus.
같고요.
Made that look so easy.
Well, Harold Gambit, I mean, Flash's name is God, so you just said God equals God. That's
전화 연결
Clearly
전화
true,
연결까지요.
but
실시간으로
not very
전화 연결
useful.
저희가 저희가 한번 해보도록 하겠습니다.
안 받는 거 아니겠죠?
Man.
했으니까요. 네, 그리고 이영호 선수가 또 다음 스케줄이 있대요.
But I mean,
그래서 이제-
저희는 이런
who didn't think
네.
Flash was gonna take it? I don't know.
아 상금이 안
This
나가나요? 네네.
Sorry, James.
자, 한번 제가 스케줄로 연결해 보도록 하겠습니다.
All right, man. That was some intense stuff going down.
이영호 선수 오늘 진짜 축하드립니다. 와. 야,
Yep,
다시
Flash
한번
just got
축하드립니다.
$1,500.
아쉽게
Damn.
조금
That's
무마되긴
always
했지만
nice.
그래도 오늘 4강에서부터 예선, 4강, 결승까지 진짜
Maybe I should get as good as Flash, then I can win
역시
$1,500.
이영호다라는 경험을
Right.
보여줬거든요. 이거
Would you like to do the outro, or do you want me to do it?
You can do the outro.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to the finals of the SBB Starleague Shuttle versus
이영호 선수
Flash.
축하드립니다. 저 대현이 형이에요.
Appreciate everyone for tuning in and the support.
이게 완전히 뭐
This
경기력이
was brought to you
살아있는데요.
by IOPG as the caster and myself, the co-caster, Erman. We look forward to possibly doing some future other casting events, and look forward to Nation League brought to you by IC Cup, where there's some other good StarCraft Brood War action, and ASL should be this coming Tuesday.
It's on the 2nd.
Second. All right. So, yep, more StarCraft to come, and definitely excited to see what happens 2017 is going to be a good year for StarCraft Brood War. Who would have thought, right?
Make StarCraft Brood War great again.
Brood War is already great.
Well.
Make the sponsor great again. All right. So once again, though, thank you everyone for tuning in. Definitely appreciate it.
Thanks for watching.
All right. Good night, everyone, or good morning, wherever you're at. And to you, IOPG, peace out. See you later.
Late.